I am but a captain on a lonely ship, a sea, unforgiving in its constant movement and force. These seas I have traveled before, and yet they scare me to my deepest core. I know of what they're capable of, and how a fool's errand quickly turns to a fool's demise. And yet, there is a pleasure from this tension I feel, for I am not a civilized man. I wander these wide open waters for a reason the wider world will never know, a reason only appreciated by me. The sting of the salty air, the endless chaotic noise of my wake, the electricity in the air of the incoming storm. This is where my solace comes from, knowing I belong here and nowhere else. And yet, I am a stranger still, an island upon a vast ocean, seeking to swallow me whole. Men of vast ambition and little fear challenge what's before them for the simple pleasure of gold and glory, regardless of the consequences. For them, the real treasure is knowing they have conquered all. For some, revenge is what brings them here. A scorned man with destiny foretold still demands his pound of flesh. A white whale floats along, taunting him with every rise for air. It threatens to eat him alive like it has done many in the past. But revenge is an emotion the sea has no time for. It cares not for your ambitions. It simply consumes. And it will consume one of the two. It always has. As an island upon the sea, the mind wanders into depths that men have never traveled. In my restless nights, I see a man engulfed in flames, the pain unbearable. I fear this man would be me, but it isn't. It's a fellow captain, his fate sealed by those who demand the gallows. A rival still, but my mind dwells on the terrible screams. It tells me my humanity still lives on, despite my loneliness. Would the sea be less cruel, or more peaceful? Or does the fire cleanse us of our past sins? I choose not to know and sail on. Into a storm that I have faced before, I recognize its shape, its form, its sparks welcoming me to its warm embrace. And yet, it's different. It doesn't want me to pass through this time. This storm refuses to let me be the same person who arrived. It wants me to warp, to buckle, to bend to its unforgiving power. Forces of nature care not for mortal ambitions. They have motivations far greater. And yet, I continue to travel forward. The night sky promising a brighter future, but only if the storm passes. So I stand alone, like 1,000 captains before me on 1,000 ships. I wait for the dawn.
It's down to you. It's down to me. Did you ever really think that I'd become someone you'd call? that I'd become someone you'd call your enemy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our latest pay-per-view here at Future Wrestling. Welcome to Red Alert. We are, yes, the alarm bells are apparently ringing here as we are getting to perhaps one of the biggest matches, biggest shows we've ever had. Certainly one of the most unique ones, considering a lot of them are gimmicky, to say the least, says the man who's probably going to be set on fire later on. But nevertheless, let's go around the room and introduce everyone to the show tonight. First up, on the left-hand side, is Mr. Jimmy Morris, who finds himself on the card tonight after the kind of a bit of a confusing end to what's been going on the go-home show. So, Jimmy, it looks like, because we're going to explain later on the show, you have a shot at Rob Midas. How does that make you feel?
I've been looking forward to this all week. Legitimately looking forward to this all week. I can't wait. I beat James Rage last week very convincingly. I know I have this. It's fantastic.
I don't think you can consider a disqualification win as a convincing win. More like you're convincing yourself you won.
Considering the fact it's the first time I've ever actually technically won against him, yes. In a one-on-one match. I also beat him in that tag team match as well. So it's 2-2 in our matches.
Aaron, have you ever considered a career in politics? Because you're fantastic at spin. Like, there's fucking washing machines that can't spin as well as you, like.
Well, if you consider some of the Fine Gael people who support Fine Gael on Twitter, I already work for Sinn Féin, so yeah.
Oh, I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it.
I'm a shinner as well. Yeah, grand jingle company.
Yeah, 26 plus 6 equals 1, lads. Anyway, on the right-hand side is Casey, who is in our opening match tonight in TLC. Are you excited for some plunder, baby?
I don't know. We got ladders, we got chairs, we got wood.
Hey! I love that Amy's head popping up. What? Penis? Up? Where?
Ginger alert.
Not again, Jesus.
All I heard was cock. What?
Apparently you say
well, lad.
Foxy, I need to beat you, man, more than you can ever know.
So you're just going to beat off Foxy in your match?
You think you're special. Technically he is, because he's Grand Slam champion anyway.
But
that is the story going in, though, which is exciting.
The only one for now.
For now. Yes, for now indeed. So on the left-hand side is our defending future world champion, Amy, Casey Colt, getting her hair ready for the main event. How's the mood? Are you looking forward to this match?
I'm in a great mood. I'm excited. Looking forward to a one-on-one. No interference. I'm genuinely excited.
Yeah. I think it's going to shape up to be a very exciting main event, and we'll see who wins the championship from there. In the center screen tonight, then, because no doubt he is Grand Slam champion, we have to put him in the center screen, otherwise this whole gimmick doesn't work. Foxy, you are also in that TLC Fatal 4-Way, defending those tag team championships. It is down to you and indeed everyone else really to stop Alan Moore from becoming a Grand Slam champion. Does that bother you in any way that your special moniker could be taken away tonight?
It's fucking killing him.
You can see it's breaking his heart. Look at him.
No, I actually
he just needs one more.
The fucking bell collector. No, but surprisingly, I'm excited for this, and I understand that a motivated Alan Moore is definitely someone that Fox appreciates and knows he will get the best of.
Yes.
So that's why he's excited. But again, he still has to go through not only me, but several others to get that title.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. So on the right hand side is indeed the man who's hoping to help Alan Morph win that Grand Slam achievement. That's Conor Locke. So the team of Glasgow Smiles has been indeed capturing the hearts and minds of the Future Wrestling roster. You must be happy with how the tag team is going, Dave, because you have a chance at tag team gold tonight.
Yep. It ain't gonna be easy though. It's never easy with that many opponents going against you. It's just
like you've got Bobbin to come up against. Like,
yep. Everyone knows he's like, up here.
Okada-esque in his grace.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
All it takes is one belly flop and smack. You are gone, son.
That is how effective he is.
Hold on, we talking about Bobbin or me?
One often. There's a lot of crossover, Jerry. In fairness.
Yeah, I mean, give it time.
Both are red enough anyway.
But look, it's TLC. It's a chance to literally run around the ring with a chair to smack as many heads as possible, like a fucking whack-a-mole. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. I like that spirit. On the bottom left then is Mr. James Rage, who seems to be in a very happy mood tonight. Again, as happy you can be going into a last man standing match with I suppose a relative newcomer to Future Wrestling. But fair to say, Mr. Rage, you're going to have a lovely time tonight.
I don't even consider it work. It's a night off. This is just casual downtime for James Rage.
I could spread that arrogance on a fucking sandwich.
Hey. Shut the fuck up, Dave. You don't want me after you as well, pal.
Can you afford the flight, Jerry? Or
yeah. Or get the ferry. I can get the ferry.
I'll add him to the party, so it's fine.
See you in November, pal.
We're all going to Edinburgh. I'm not even joking. We're all going to Edinburgh.
Yeah, you think here is cold? Fuck that.
We don't have to go in November, but we're all going.
You could go in the fucking height of summer. It'd still be cold.
Tell
her, Dave. Tell her.
That's not that bad. Nice, sunny. No,
Jerry,
Dave. You never fucking know.
He currently lives there, so I think he'd know.
Well, clearly your head isn't getting much fucking sun, you prick.
Nope.
I love how he's giving you absolutely nothing here. And you're getting a little bit annoyed doing it.
If we ever booked a Conor Locke versus Rob by this match, it'd be the highest grade of no selling we've ever seen. It's like, I hit you a suplex. No, you didn't. You missed.
I got a 12 there. Well, I got a 13. You don't have 13. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fuck off.
Then you realize I'm rolling 2 D20, motherfucker.
Yeah, what did you roll, Dave? Looks like I rolled 80. Yeah, hard luck, pal. So, at the bottom screen then is our challenger, number 1 contender for the Future World Championship tonight, Kira playing Violet Storm. You get the rematch that everyone's been looking forward to. Are you excited for what's to come tonight?
Yeah, and hopefully James Rage will have annihilated Wayne enough that he can't interfere.
That does seem to be the plan.
Oh no,
it?
No, I don't mean that for not interfering. I mean that for him annihilating.
Yeah, no, we got that, Jared. So it's grand. We just making your point clear. I understand that. It should be good. It's promising to be a very exciting main event. And then certainly, last but not least, is the man controlling all the chaos tonight, the general manager, Rob Midas, played as ever by Jerry Soule. We heard you with your wonderful monologue in the intro. Obviously,
that was fucking awesome.
That was encapsulating the mood, shall we say, for tonight. So, Mr. Lonely Captain, how is the mood going for what is a busy night for yourself? Because you do appear to be facing Jimmy Morris tonight, as we're going to find out later on.
Well, I said to myself, I think it's finally somebody put Morris in his place. But in terms of the mood, I you're saying the one who's controlling it all. I have zero fucking control what's happening on this show. I didn't plan any of it. I've been pretty much usurped a lot of the time by Mr. Wayne Kyle. It's Wayne Kyle, isn't it?
It is Wayne Kyle.
Wayne Kyle.
So,
I've been usurped, so I'm kind of hoping that, you know, if we have even manslaughter in his match with James Rage, that would be fine. You know, I'm sure I could get James off with the technicality. It'd be absolutely fine. I'm actually a great lawyer as well, so you know, if ever
that does
need
actually
any
help a
help.
lot, thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Having
I'd imagine it does, but I've no control over this whatsoever. Like I lost control about a week or two ago.
Like how much defamation do you think you can get? Like maybe like around $10 to $15 million, maybe something like that. Is that what you're?
I'd say 10,365,000, something like that.
That is not specific, isn't it? Yeah,
It's very specific, but you know, people fucking deserve it anyway because they're cunts.
Objection here, say.
Overruled.
Objection, lack of foundation.
But yeah,
I'm sure Gary's dog stepped on a bee, actually.
No, it smelled like ghee. Yeah.
Just end the argument there. And yes. End scene. So
done.
So
but yeah, it's an interesting night for me because obviously people who I would consider my enemies are going in matches that they really shouldn't be. It shouldn't be happening. Then you've got other people who are getting opportunities who absolutely deserve it. And then you've got people who may get revenge, and I didn't orchestrate fucking any of it. So
it's just mad how that turns out, isn't it? Yeah.
It's mad being the general manager and not managing the fucking thing. but we move on, and we'll see how the next few weeks
Is that
go.
because of the wonderful intern?
Yeah, they do God's work.
Actually runs
No,
itself.
it has nothing to do with the intern. I love the intern now. I think the intern is great. I think he should do more work for me. Because but think about it, right? See this Wayne Kyle fucker coming in, right? He has the backing of the network and all behind him. Who better to help me than an intern?
And Cannon.
Somebody who's not going to be seen. They'll be like, you know, go through the shadows. You know, I may have to call upon an intern to help me.
What an interesting little wrinkle Jerry Soul has thrown into the mix there.
Yeah, and I've just fucked up Jonathan's writing for the last 3 weeks.
That's what you think, Jerry. So, so we'll get the show on the road then. So we get our intro, we get our pyro as ever, and we get Mike Dublin welcoming us to the show as ever, saying basically giving us the rundown of the card tonight. And we are jumping straight into the action tonight with the TLC match. So the commentators begin. We have a nice shot of the tag team titles held aloft above the arena by saying, well, folks, we are starting off tonight with a absolute bang of a match between the four tag team, the toast of the tag team division, which has really been very much set alight as of late, if you pardon the pun, for later on tonight. And it does seem that there's so many stories going into this contest. We have, of course, Ratman and Bobbin. Bobbin recently revealed to be someone else for the last couple of weeks, and now back to normality for the rather rotund superstar. As for the newly formed Golden Beans team, the heavyweights of this team, newly formed as well, but showing some fantastic potential in that regard. But the main story perhaps going in are the defending Youngbloods, hoping to retain the titles. But it's a newly formed team of the Glasgow Smiles, Alan Morph and Connor Locke. Special investment for Alan Morph here, because if he wins this match and becomes tag team champions, he joins Silver Fox with the wonderful honor of being a Future Wrestling Grand Slam champion. A lot of stakes in this match. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get straight into the action with our TLC Fatal 4-Way match. And we go from there. So we get the bell rung, and the ring announcer goes, ladies and gentlemen, this opening contest for this evening is a Fatal 4-Way TLC match for the Future Wrestling Tag Team Championships. And we get our first entrance from there, and it is the music of Ratman and Bobbin. And we get the ring announcers doing the rounds as they come to the ring. Introducing first, challengers weighing in at 501 pounds. They are the heroes that we can afford, Ratman and Bobbin. So again, the commentators are reminding us of the tale of bobbins that we've been having as of late, and going, well, as I said, if you've missed any of the action as of the last couple of weeks here on the VCR network, you'll know that The Bobbin character, the identity has been rather usurped recently by Mr. Jimmy Morris, but now normality has struck again as Bobbin has found himself here in this match, very much thanks to Jimmy Morris's hard undercover work. So they might want to claim an assist on that if they win the tag team championships tonight. It is anyone's game, folks, because the TLC match is high risk and high reward. So we'll see what happens with the heroes that we can afford. And move on then to our next entrants from there, who are the Golden Beans. And their opponents, the challengers, weighing in at 571 pounds, the team of Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco, Golden Beans! Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is very much a newly formed team, but they are very much bringing the heavyweight impact that this match very much could need. A combination of speed and strength hopefully required for this match. Can Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco, who've only been teaming up the last couple of weeks, carry home that titular gold? We shall wait and see, but they are certainly a team with potential and have gelled superbly well as of late. This is a golden opportunity for this team. I didn't need to make that pun, but here we are. So, from with that, then we get our next opponents, which are the Glasgow Smiles, and their opponents, weighing in at 481 pounds, the challengers, Alan Morph and Connor Locke, Glasgow Smiles. So, guys, talk us through your entrance.
I will let the shorter of the two take the end.
That's very kind of you. Casey, take it away.
Cool. We come out.
He came up with this. This is his entrance. So.
Fair enough.
So we come out, we do a pose, but we're wearing tie-dye t-shirts and camo kilts. I'm wearing white rimmed glasses with bit black cell tape. He's wearing black rimmed glasses with cell tape. I crawl underneath the legs. He does the fish hook for the Glasgow Smile, pulls me up. We both do the handshake at the top, turn around, double fist bump, and we just charge the ring then and take the turnbuckle.
Yep, absolutely. And you take a corner from there, and we wait then for our defending champions and their opponents at a combined weight of 417 pounds. The team of Silver Fox and Michaela Joyce, the reigning Future Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Young Bloods. So, Silver Fox, talk us through your entrance. Ooh, fancy.
Someone's got a new mask.
New mask.
Emo fringe and all, baby.
Holy shit.
New mask, who this?
Yeah. No, someone's taking this RPG seriously, eh?
I know, gotta keep him gimmick. Yeah. So myself and Kayla, we're walking out onto this stage, and I'm wearing basically an attire that can match this, but also at the same time I'm wearing like multicolored sleeves that go all the way up the arm. Kayla's wearing one sleeve as well, like multicolored sleeve, but she's also wearing like a bandana and like what's it called? Like almost like a I can't think of the name of it. But...
Silver Fox and the Technicolor Dream sleeves.
What?
The Technicolor sleeves. No, you think like an actual like kind of handkerchief headband like that, or like
a bandana? Like it's very like it's just a solid, like almost like a plaid.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like
yeah,
like so. We stand on the stage. We're doing the pose, but like then we start walking down to the ring.
Yes.
Now what way is the setup? Is it like with WWE with ladders and stuff all set around?
Yeah, so we have objects around the ring essentially. So we have like a couple of chairs in one corner. There's tables around as well, and ladders as well with titles held aloft. So yeah, exactly that kind of setup. So the kind of the set dressing is there. Let's say.
Okay, so like as we're walking down, we come up to the ladder, and we're both gonna go under it.
Yeah.
Under the ladder, circle around, take 2 steps up the ladder, do a big pose from there.
Nice. I like that. I like that.
We
So
walk
as
to
you're
the ring
doing,
and get in.
yeah. So as you're doing that pose, then we get this wonderful kind of like camera zoom out as you're doing it, kind of very slowly. And the way that works, it kind of stops then as you see someone kind of looking over the shoulder, and the commentator goes, "Well, it's quite appropriate from the attire there from the Youngbloods, because looking on at ringside there is the man himself that this has been named after, Nathan Youngblood, in attendance tonight to watch his tag team defend that gold. I think it's fair to say he'll be very proud of how Silver Fox has carried this team very much on his back here, nurturing the talents of his 2 proteges here." But Nathan Youngblood back on Future Wrestling here for the first time, I think, in quite some time. I understand he had some reconstructive knee surgery over the last couple of months. And of course, we are grateful to see him back here, one of the great pillars of the wrestling industry here, to watch his team face off in one of the most intense and high-risk matches you can get anywhere in the world. What a great way to watch his team go. So with that in mind, then, let's get this match on the way. So guys, you have 12 spots in this match altogether, so plunder abound. So if you want to kind of have an idea of how much to have to play with, you have about, say, let's just say 2 kind of like ladders to play with, but you also have the actual tall ladder that you would need for actually climbing to get the title. So you have 2 ladders can be sacrificed, and one that you kind of need to keep basically for the finish, or whichever way you want to do it. You have about 4 tables to play with, and you have about the same number of chairs. So they're all scattered around ringside basically, so you just kind of go out and get what you need basically. So obviously, Dave and Casey, you're on the same team, so what I'd like you to do is basically alternate your roles if you want to do it that way, and just kind of make it fair. We have an even number here, so we'll just like one starts off and then pass it over to the next one. Foxy, you're obviously rolling for the Youngbloods. I will take a roll. Who's that? Jerry, do you want to take a roll here in this match? Just we need someone to roll for an NPCs, and instead of rolling twice.
Fucking deer in the headlight, just like what?
Yeah,
So-
no problem. I just had something in my mouth.
That's okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Who would you like? Would you rather the Golden Beans, or would you like Raven and Bobbin?
Beans Morocco.
Fuck off, Beans Morocco. Ratman and Jimmy Morris.
Right, you'll take Ratman and Morris. So I'll take the Golden Beans in that case. So we'll all start rolling then, and it works out pretty much as you'd expect, lads. So whoever wins gets the roll, takes a spot, and decides who they want to work with. So guys, take it away. Let's see who wins the roll.
Yep.
So that's a 9 for Ratman and Bobbin. That's an 8 for the Youngbloods, and Dave's going to start off for the Glasgow Smiles.
And Dave has nothing.
11. That's an 11
there we go.
and a 3. Okay, so I rolled a 3 there. So Dave, you get the first spot of the match for your team. Talk us through what's going on here.
So basically, we are going to go straight after Youngbloods.
Right, okay.
So basically, what we're going to do is, as soon as the bell rings, we're going after. I'm going to take Silver Fox. Casey, if you want to take
the other one.
The other one. Because I can't remember the name. Okay.
That's good. Yes,
Liam's gonna be in trouble later.
Yeah, awkward. So, yeah. In that case, what do you want to do then for as your spot here?
What do you think, Casey? Double Lutez press?
Get double Lutez, spear and takedown.
Right. Do that then.
Okay. Right then. In that case, I will treat that as a luck roll. So that'll be it balances out to a straight roll altogether for you. So Dave, give a straight roll, because I'm working on both your luck rolls here. And that is an 8 altogether. So you do get the momentum out of it. And we go from there. Right then. So same again, lads. Let's roll. See who takes initiative.
Casey.
7.
7. 4 and 10. I roll 7. So Robin and Bobbin take this spot. So as things stand, the Glasgow Smiles have loosed as the Youngbloods. We have Golden Beans and Robin and Bobbin idle here. Jerry, if you want to do something in that sense.
It's obviously it's because of the ladder match and whatnot. It's obviously no disqualification.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Underbound.
Okay. And Beans Morocco and Cyrus Gold, is it?
Yep.
They're big lads, aren't they?
Heavyweights, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the best way to get a big lad down to his knees?
Well,
Jimmy
Jerry,
Morris, though.
did you ask?
You kick.
Jimmy Morris special.
Hey. Well, what I was going to say was you kick him in the beans. So we're literally Batman Robin? No.
Ratman and
Robin.
Legally distinct.
Greatest
And I'm
movie
going to
of the
kick
90s.
both of the lads in the beans.
In the
And
beans.
send them
Wow.
to Morocco.
Indeed. Well, considering it's a low blow, I'm actually going to treat it as a heel move. So +2, but I'm going to burn your momentum to do it. So +2 roll for low blows.
Hey.
And that actually gets across the line, shockingly enough. So you do get to hit the low blows. But yeah, okay, right. So so far we've had loose heads presses and nut shots. Cracking start so far, lads.
No pun
Didn't
intended.
take long to ease into that.
Yeah, TLC. The C apparently stands for crotch in DL in this match. So there you go. Right then. So let's give our next roll. Let's see who wins out.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
That's a 9. And that's a 3. So it's not the Youngbloods taking charge, but it actually is going to be the Golden Beans. So let's do a little bit of a track back on this. So I want the Youngbloods and I want the Golden Beans to be out of action for a little while. So perhaps a little bit of interaction between the other 3 teams. But I want Golden Beans and I want Beans and Cyrus to basically be kind of out for a while. They're setting up something in the ringside. And what is going to be they're doing is they're going to be setting up 2 tables at separate parts of the ring. So basically 2 people are going to feed out. I'm going to say, for instance, Michaela Joyce on one side and maybe Alan Morph on the other. No, actually, I'll go for Ratman on the other side. So Michaela Joyce and Ratman are being fed out to either side of the ring here. They get caught by Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco. Now, thankfully, they both have the same power stats, which is handy enough. So what they're going to do is they're basically going to go for dual World's Strongest Slams through tables to take both of them out. So it's a +1 roll to do that. And of course, this will count for double momentum if they make it work. And it does. So they get the double momentum out of that because they're NPCs here, so they don't have an audience meter, and hence why this is the case. And yeah, the 2 people taken out of action with tables. So lovely stuff, lads. Right then, let's give our next rolls. Let's see what happens next.
Oh,
6. Snake Eyes.
oh.
That's a 10 for Alan Morph, and I roll 5. So it's the Glasgow Smiles that take charge. So talk us through, Casey. What's happening here?
What happened in KC?
In your head, zombie.
Thing, right. So we just kind of shut the. I want the match to kind of stop as those 2 table spots are done.
Sure.
Every team scrambles out, grabs a ladder, pull up. You know, not the main ladder, all the little ladders.
The Mickey Mouse ladders, yeah.
We're gonna call them the Morris ladders.
Fair, yeah.
So all the Morris ladders are set up.
If I was to say that he'd have fucking attacked me and he's just sitting there looking at his fucking phone and he's just been attacked by KC, and look, he's not even acknowledging it. Look.
No, he's too busy writing
Just biting his
screenshot his
fucking
12
nail.
rolls.
It's no sell. He's no selling it. That's all. It's no selling.
So what want to happen is shut up, guys.
Too late now. Too late.
Shut
Too
the
late. You
fuck
had your
up.
chance. Fuck off.
1 second, please.
Right.
Right.
1 second now.
Everyone-
Match here now. Fucking leave me alone. All right. I'm minding my own fucking business. I'm waiting for my fucking match later on. Go fuck yourself, Jerry. All right.
Oh, the
You know what I mean?
heat. The heat is
I see what
wonderful
I mean.
tonight. Again, he says going to the first match later on. Ah, the heat. Oh, wonderful. Casey,
Right.
talk us to your spot. What's going on?
So-
2 ladders.
Oh no! How many lads? Mickey Mouse ladders do we have?
You have 2 ladders altogether to work with.
Okay,
2
so
ladders we can salve it. We can get part with.
I kind of want them to be set up side by side. 1 member for each team climbs up.
Mm-hmm.
It comes down to whoever's climbing up the second ladder. Me and Foxy are on the kind of the main one, if you will.
Yeah.
We both push that other ladder off.
Yeah.
And then it comes down to me and Foxy. We both kind of reach up, grab a belt each, smack each other with it. But as we are both on the ladder, but they both fall, and we both take the spill to the outside where it's one leg over the top rope. We get hung up on it, bounce off, and go down to the floor then.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I'm going to treat that as a real roll for just yourself, Alan Morph. That's a +1.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
That's
Nice.
successful. So yeah, you do get the momentum out of that, and there we go from there. But seeing there was a kind of a shared spot as well. A bit of spoils go to the Youngbloods there too, because again, you inflict damage on yourself there too. So that seems only fair. Right, lads, give us your next rolls. Let's see what happens next. An 11, 4, 4, another 11. So Dave, me and you will re-roll.
9.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck
Another
off.
fucking 12. So
Your
it's more
second critical.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me set the scene here. So again, after the double table spot, the golden beans are more or less back up to speed, let's say. So what I'd like them to do is they're going to go back into the ring, and they are going to focus on Casey. Who was on the first ladder? I just want to see who else. So you had
Foxy.
you and
Foxy,
Foxy have taken the rope bump. Who was on the other ladder?
Want to say one of the golden beans. Let's say Cyrus Gold.
Okay.
And fuck.
And Bobbin, perhaps, because he
And
was
Bobbin.
spare there.
Yeah,
Okay,
and Bobbin.
right.
Yeah.
Grand. So here's what I'm going to do here, right? I'm going to do a nice little spot here. So, so Bobbin is going to, he's going to start like hyping up a little bit. He sees that Beans Morocco is down. He sees this as a kind of an opportunity to delay an attack. So he's going to go grab a chair, trundles into the ring, waits for something to happen. Looks like Cyrus Gold is not going to get there in time as Bobbin's about to hit him with a steel chair. And then Beans Morocco, having a boxing background, straight grab through the chair. Essentially, he's going to fucking hit the chair and straight into Bobbin that way. So it basically, he punches the chair and that hits Bobbin. So that's a real roll for Beans Morocco, +2. And he fucking needed it too. So he does get it. And we go from there. So momentum for the golden beans. Guys, give us your next rolls.
It's Casey.
9. Yeah, I think it's Casey's roll here.
5.
11. 5 and 3 for me. So Matt Rabin and Bobbin are going to take some action here. So Bobbin's just been hit in the chair, in the face with a chair. Rabin, I suppose, has recovered from the table spot here. So Jerry, take us away. What's going on here?
Where is everybody at this point? Where is everybody?
So Alamorph and Silver Fox are on the apron selling after basically cross shots by the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
Bobbin is down in one corner after being hit with a chair. Michaela Joyce is selling at ringside, but coming back up now for the table spot. Cyrus and Beans Morocco are in the middle of the ring right now.
And I am standing around not doing much.
Conor is waiting. Waiting for his time to strike.
So who did you say, well, apart from Conor lurking,
Yes.
who did you say was up in the ring?
The two members of the Golden Beans, Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco.
Okay.
Up in the
And
ring, Jerry.
are the two small ladders in the ring?
One pushed over, the other's upright.
Yeah, so they're both in the ring, yeah.
Okay, so I want Ratman to get in the ring,
Okay.
pick up the fallen ladder, and charge at the two lads with it.
Grant, yep, that is absolutely fine. I'll treat that as a straight roll, which is because it's a real stat on Ratman.
Oh.
Ooh, indeed. That's momentum for Ratman and Bobbin. Lovely stuff. So that clears the Golden Beans out for the time being. So let's see who wins the next spot, lads. Take it away. Oh, hello. 9, 5, 9, 12. So you win this roll, Dave. Talk us through what is happening here. So again, you have perks for your team in terms of your usuals, essentially. So what would you like to do in this sense for your team?
So does it work? Does the critical work the same way? Is it double spot?
Double spot, double momentum or free audience.
I'm gonna go for a double spot, but I'm gonna go for a tandem spot with Alan Morph.
Okay, so crack on then. What would you like to do?
Right.
So at this moment, you do have Ratman in the ring.
Yep.
Golden Beans are kind of selling back. So I'd say at this stage, you've got the Youngbloods free for a spot as well. So you've got 3 people in play here.
So what I'd like to do is Morph up and available, or is he still down?
Yeah, I think him and Fox are available now for this.
Okay. So what I do is I will pop over to KC, and obviously we're going to pay homage again. So I'll push him in the chest and say, KC!
Can I sell that? Can I sell it like a chop? Like he pushes me and I'm like,
Yeah,
you
go down. Yes.
Cool.
Get the table.
Love it, lads.
So what we're going to do, well, I don't know if this is going to work out, but we each take a table from either side.
Okay.
Push it into the ring.
Can my table have like a bit bitten out of it?
I think I'll let that one.
Okay, so 2 bamboo tables are set up in the ring, apparently. With a chair set on top of either one.
Okay.
And what we want to do is we want to kick the Youngbloods in the gut. So Silver Fox, Michaela Joyce, and suplex them each through the tables with a chair on top.
Okie dokie. All right then. That's gonna be
if KC's all right with that, that is.
You happy with that, KC?
I'm thinking rather than because we have the chair on top, how about, because I'm crazy, we put the tables kind of up in the corner each side and put the chair kind of set, like we set the chair like normally, put the chair right in front of it so it looks bad.
Yep, I'm game with that.
Okay, so you're still going to go both suplexes into those corners. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what we get that?
Like snap suplexes, basically.
Yeah. Okay, and this is the 2 Youngbloods, just to keep track of who's first. Yeah, grand. So that'll be a work roll for both of you, which is a +1 altogether. So whoever Dave wants to do the roll, and it's successful. You get the double spot out of it. So it essentially serves as momentum then for both of you. So nicely done, lads. Good stuff. Right then, let's get to our next roll then. Let's see what happens next. 11 again. That's a 9, 5, and 7 here. So hard luck, Silver Fox, but the
wait. No, that doesn't count because it was meant to be Casey's roll. Sorry, Casey.
Oh, you're right too. Fair play. Fair play.
What am I, Dave? Black?
I mean,
with just the right shade of mocha.
Okay, cool. I got.
Fucking hell.
Oh my lord.
That's what I get for sportsmanship.
Went from 11 to fucking 12.
Wow. How fucking about that? So Casey, you get the same perks. double spot, double momentum, or free audience. What would you like?
Casey, before you do that, I actually had to bite my tongue because there was a really bad joke that I could only make to you in person. So I said, fuck me, do not say that joke.
Yes. Remember, I do edit these shows, but yeah, you don't want to you don't want to lose street cred. So Casey, what would you like to do here?
Fuck.
So you pick your perk first anyway, and we go from there.
I'm gonna go for a double spot. No, sorry, double momentum.
Okay, double momentum, yeah.
And I want to go for the what's up on Silver Fox.
Okay.
On ladder.
Right, and in that off a ladder, you say? Okay.
Yeah.
That will be a luck roll, Alan Morph, +1.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. It is successful. You get the what's up from the ladder, and we move on to our next spot. The momentum is yours. Nicely done. So we move on to our next spot. We are nearly running out of spots here, lads, I have to say, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Let's see what happens next. So
7.
That's an 11. Oh, Foxy, I feel so sorry. You've been like second on each roll all match, man.
Has Foxy won a roll? Yes.
No,
he hasn't. He hasn't. He's been on. Yeah, exactly. So again, Golden Beans are going to go for double momentum here. So obviously, you guys are, as in the Black Ops Smiles, are kind of in the ascendancy here. So I think I'm just trying to keep track of how much we have left in this. So okay, right, Grant. So all the tables have gone one chair has not been, or 3 chairs haven't been used yet. So I'm gonna avail of some of the chairs. So I want both Glasgow Smalls to be going for the actual title here with the actual ladder this time, right? But what I would like to do is, if it is at all possible, I'm going to get basically both of members of the Golden Beans to pick a person. So for argument's sake, Cyrus Gold's going to focus on Conor Locke, and Beans Morocco is going to focus on Alan Morph. And what they're basically going to do is they're basically going to go for 2 massive chair shots to the back, and then both go for simultaneous power bombs onto both chairs as well. So they're both power rolls. So it's a +1 for that. And they just about get it. Close call there. Close call, but the Golden Beans get the momentum from that. Right, lads, we have 2 spots left. So let's see what happens next.
Okay, see.
It's you.
No, I rolled a 7 the last time.
Oi. Oh,
7,
yeah.
9, 5. Okay.
7.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
for the first time in this match, the Youngbloods win a roll. Hey!
Hey.
Foxy, you're in. For the love of fuck, make it
Finally.
count.
Oh, really?
Right. Who's actually available?
So, as things stand, so the Golden Beans are available. Robin and Bobbin are floating around as well, in fairness. So Bobbin's back from his chair shot. Ratman is there. And I would reckon that after taking the chair shots, like the Glasgow Smalls are out of the ring. So both sets of the Golden Beans and Robin and Bobbin are either in the ring or around the ring.
Okay. Then what I want to do is it's gonna be a tandem move. But I'm gonna take 1 from each team.
Okay.
So basically we're gonna put 1 of each team in the corner and we're gonna pay homage. So we're gonna do the poetry emotion on both of them.
Oh, very nice.
So
Very
that's the
very
spot.
nice.
I want to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So that would that equates to your luck stats, which both of you have a +1. So Foxy, give us your roll.
Okay.
And that is successful. So you do get it. You get your poetry emotion, and we move on to our next spot from there. So you took from, I'd say, what, say Beans Morocco and Rapman would say, or Bobbin, whichever way you want to do
Yeah,
it.
whichever works out better for. But like one of each. So literally hit one, the other one set up, run, hit the other one.
Very well, very well. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. And
that way you get the nostalgia pop as well.
We do, and we do like a bit of nostalgia here on Future Wrestling. So, right, lad, this excitingly is the last spot before the finish. Last bit of momentum in play here, lads. Let's see who it goes to.
Come on, Dave.
Come on, you bollocks. Got it.
Okay, both 11s. I rolled a 5.
Oh, you
Robin,
motherfucker.
can you match? You cannot. So, Dave, Foxy, re-roll. 11 again.
You motherfucker by 1!
Unlucky. Unlucky. Dave, the last bit of momentum goes to you. So, as we've described, Ratman, Bobbin, and Beans Morocco have been poetry emotions. That would leave basically Cyrus, Ratman, and Silver Fox and Michaela Joyce in play here. So, what would you like to do?
How many are in play? 3?
4 people in total.
4 people. Fuck me. Okay.
But you can't pick and choose, in fairness. You don't have to hit all 4.
No. I'm just trying to think if myself and Morph. No, there's no double clothesline on both sides to get all 4 of them out. That's stupid. I say we both pick up a chair and go for the headshots on 2 on either side.
Okay, right. So you're both going for tandem chair shots. Right.
What do you think, Casey?
If we can do it all for 5 seconds only.
Do that chair shot, then just go. I like that.
Oh.
So I'm judging this on both your real stats here. So Alan Morphy, you have a +1. Conor Locke, you have a -1. So it equates to a straight roll.
Straight roll.
Yeah. And you hit it. So that's Ratman and Cyrus Gold potentially out with chair shots. So this is where it gets interesting. So I'm going to go in no particular order. Going to talk about our finishes. So Youngbloods, at this as things stand, Glasgow Smiles have just hit tandem chair shots. They're in the ring. What finish do you like to go for to win the tag team titles?
So they've hit one of us, isn't it?
They've hit one of the guys. They've hit Cyrus and Ratman. So you guys are okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And while that's going on, while they're doing the tandem, I want both myself and Michaela to springboard onto the ladder to try and go for it really quickly.
Yeah.
And if it's successful, we can get it. But if not, they can always catch us and do something else.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. But that's what you want to go for the finish, essentially, is that you want to basically go for a smash and grab. Is that the idea?
Actually, wait, hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Actually, I got an idea. So, so keep the springboard.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's
Boris, turn off your fucking audio.
He's got it.
Anyway,
so
keep the springboard. Basically, both of us get on it, but have Alamorph literally reef Michaela off.
Yeah.
As well. Basically, have that quick little moments like, shit. So if I'm successful, I'm going to get the upper hand on the ladder. But
okay,
he can take the lead.
Right, so that plays into that then. So in terms of the golden beans, so obviously they're going to be like Cyrus going to be selling the chair shot for a spell, because obviously it's pretty bad. So I'm going to have it busted open for this one. So Beans Morocco is going to be back in first, and essentially whoever is kind of grabbing the title first off, I want Beans Morocco to come up and just hit him with a straight fucking uppercut that takes him off the ladder completely, and that will basically he can retrieve the titles as Cyrus Gold pounces anyone who comes in, basically like a Marcus Carvon style pounce essentially. So he comes in for the steal. That's the finish I want for the golden beans. Jerry, Ratman and Bobbin, how would you like them to win this match?
Well, Ratman has just been taken out.
Yes,
okay.
That's true.
So what I'd like to do is that whoever is left, they take each other out.
Yeah,
and it's just going to be a fairly straightforward thing. They take each other out.
Yeah,
and Bobbin just kind of slithers,
like slow wrestler.
Yeah,
climb.
yeah, all the way to the top, retrieves both belts, and becomes tag champs.
Like
beautiful,
like old fucking SmackDown where it's like,
I would put that with Jonathan's end and have the one guy that's trouncing everyone at the bottom.
Yeah,
not notice like Bobbin climbing up the ladder. And
he's focusing on all the actual threats.
Yeah. And then he actually pushes Beans off onto Cyrus, and then collects both. But kind of like the Miz and fucking Zack Ryder kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that. Right then, lastly then is Glasgow Smiles. Guys, you are you're kind of in the ascendancy here. So what do you want to do for your finish? So again, we've had chair shots that's taken a couple of people out. Go
I kind of want to do no pun intended, but the KC like a Grand Slam finish. So I want to do like 2 tables on top of each other.
Yeah, right.
With a person on each. Completely flatten the 2 people while KC goes for the belts.
Nice.
Just a complete fucking demolition job while KC goes up and grabs the 2 belts.
Fair enough. Okay. Right then. Let's talk about
what Dave said, but I want the 2 people that got put 2 tables are the young bloods. Instead after doing their leapfrog on. We share shot them each off, set up the tables, put each on one. I go through, I put them through the tables while Dave goes up and gets the belt.
Right. So it's the same finish, but Dave gets a glory. Okay, fair enough. So let's talk momentum, lads. So here's the league table of momentum. In 4th place with 1, because again, had to take a heel move out of it, Ratman and Bobbin.
Come on, Bobbin.
This will be a +1 roll for Ratman and Bobbin. In 3rd place are the defending champions, the Youngbloods, with 3 momentum. Oof. In 2nd place with 7 are the Golden Beans. And it's currently leading the momentum tables is the Glasgow Smiles with 8. So, here's how it's going to play out. So we're going to go in descending order. So everyone's going to pump in the momentum here, I presume. I don't think anyone's going for broke here. So Jerry, your roll will go first. This will be a +1 roll for you to see if Bobbin can steal the win.
Imagine if he could.
Oh, he set the pace. It's a 13. It's a 13.
It's not going to happen. Come on. Like,
No,
they have 8. Like, come on.
No, I know. But
It's my roll, Jerry. My fucking roll.
It is, yeah, Casey. Casey's roll. So, Foxy, you have a 13 to beat. You have a +3 on your roll. Oh no.
It's strong, but like
it's strong.
It's the same. We're both at 13.
Now, okay, so more in the story as I get it. We could have to re-roll for between those two. Depends on how this goes. So next up for me now is a +7 roll for the Golden Beans. I don't believe it. It's a 19 to beat.
What the fuck have you done to your dice?
Kira, I'd love to fucking know.
That means Casey has to get what, an 11 or a 12
11 to beat. He has to score. Dave's gone. He's gone. So
oh my god.
I'm hoping that someone has special dice at the moment.
Casey, cheat
someone
like
better
fuck. Cheat like fuck.
I do not care. I'm blatantly saying it. You better fucking do it. Otherwise, like,
come on, Casey, come on,
You
you can do it.
Do you know what the funny thing was though? Before I looked down to my dice at the last roll, there was an 11 looking up at me, right? I said to myself, you know, you should cheat, get the job done. What did I do? I took them up to roll.
Right. So, Casey.
So wait. So what did you get, Jonathan?
I got a 19. You have
19.
a +8 on this roll. You have to match it.
11 or higher. 11 or higher. Come on. You can do it. Come on.
This is for the Grand Slam.
Better be like, just give him the 11.
It's gone. It's the lowest roll of the lot. It's 11.
Edit that. No, you got it. Edit that.
So let's play it out in full. Let's put the finishes in order. Let's do it.
Dave got
a 12.
That's it. That's the winning one.
No, it's not. No, it has to be fair. This has to be fair.
It is fair. He rolled.
It's not. No, he didn't. No. I'm gonna keep talking over the audio, so fuck you. No, Casey rolled. We have to abide. Sorry, can I just point something out? We're actually having all this discussion, and this is Amy.
Yeah, she's not interested. Yeah.
just to float it out there, technically Casey and Dave had different finishes.
Well, Dave is the one that goes for glory, but it's between the two of them. So Alamorph did have the final finish. So I can't believe we're doing VAR on this, but however. So let's put the two. Let's put all the finishes together, shall we? Right. So we start off with the glass. So we do them in order in a sense. So we start off with the Glasgow Smiles one, Glasgow Smiles. So they're gonna go for the big kind of like hula spot. So that could perhaps like take kind of lock out a sequence, let's say. So he goes for the big dive that takes out, say, Ratman and let's say Michaela Joyce, right? Just for argument's sake. So that takes both of them out. Big table bump, big spill, big plunder. Actually, no, it's Alamorph you want that does that spot, isn't it, Casey?
Yeah.
Right. So that happens. So that big splashdown takes out everybody, plunder galore. Everyone loves it. All the while, here comes Ratman. Here comes Bobbin, chugging along. Up we go. So he goes down. Silver Fox obviously will try to take him out because he's a fucking tortoise trying to climb a fucking ladder. It's going to take it forever. So he goes up then. Looks like he's going to get the ladders down. Again, you can see a bit of eye contact with Nathan Youngblood as he's doing this. But that's when Beans Morocco uppercuts Silver Fox off the ladder. And essentially that leaves Cyrus Gold, that leaves Beans Morocco to take down the titles. Cyrus Gold takes pounces, I believe would have been Ratman and Connor Lockdown, who were both kind of going for the titles there. So he both pounced both of them, and the two take down the titles. Ladies and gentlemen, your winners of this contest and the new Future Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the team of Beans Morocco and Cyrus Gold, the Golden Beans.
Sorry, what the fuck was that?
Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco
Yeah,
are now
exactly.
Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
What happens when you don't pay attention?
Sorry, hold on a second. How the fuck did two NPCs beat 4 actual players?
And short answer,
Actually,
3 criticals.
no. Jonathan rolled for the NPCs and got
rolled
a
for the
fucking
NPCs.
12.
Jerry rolled Rapman for Rapman.
Bollocks, you got a fucking 12 on your dice. Bollocks. Bollocks. I want to see every single
Fucking
side
did.
of that dice right now. I want to see every single side of that dice. Bollocks. Lads,
Yeah.
these are shite. Like, you should have cheated at least, like, MP.
I
that's
said
great
that. I
stuff.
said cheat.
I'm suddenly very glad I have a head start on Wayne Coyle.
To be fair, yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's
Yeah.
shocking.
So with that in mind, so that when that happens, then obviously the two guys take the adulation of the crowd. They go and take the tag team titles back, and Rapman and Bobbin politely peace out as well.
They're fucking. The crowd has fucking turned, and we are throwing our drinks, bottles, and some of us have bricks. That's what we are throwing right now into the
To
ring.
be fair, you can turn this around if you have Kev do another run in.
The
Yo.
fucking he.
That would have been something. But so we go from there, and so obviously that all plays out as I said there. So the commentators are obviously surprised to see Cyrus Gold and Beans Morocco walk away with the tag team championships. But let's see what's happening at ringside and in the ring. Let's start off with the ring first. So Silver Fox, you obviously got knocked off the ladder, so Michaela Joyce is consoling you. So you guys feed out to ringside. So talk us through your feelings here. What's going on here as you are leaving the ring?
I'm disappointed. Like I'm. Now we gave our we we gave our best shot, but like obviously we weren't prepared for 4 teams. As much as my excitement in the last few weeks have been, like the 4 definitely wasn't ready for the pairing of Beans Morocco and Cyrus Gold. Rapman and Bobbin we were trying, but we still came up short with them. Whereas like my focus was more on like the Glasgow Smiles. So I basically took my eyes off the others.
Yeah.
Rather than I focused only on one thing rather than the whole scope.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm disappointed.
that's fair. So as you're kind of like processing that, the commentators are kind of like perhaps reflecting that kind of part where like you maybe just took your eye off the game. And again, still kind of complimenting in a sense where like you've done so much for the young bloods and so forth. So at this point, Josh Delaney's kind of come out, obviously in his training gear and whatever it is, and is consoling you. And you see a ringside kind of young blood kind of giving you that kind of like tacit applause, like you tried your best, all that sort of jazz. So so the Joyce and Delaney kind of like beckon like Youngblood to come over basically, and Youngblood is allowed by security to do that. So as that happens, then basically like Nathan Youngblood himself looks you in the eye, that sort of jazz, and Delaney and Joyce obviously kind of take the kind of applause from the crowd. They're kind of like, well done for a great good reign. And as that happens, Nathan Youngblood super kicks Silver Fox straight out of bat, no messing. He super kicks Silver Fox straight away, and the crowd are just like kind of shocked, more or less, that he's done that. So Fox, how do you feel about that?
What do I know? I'm out cold.
I detect no lie.
What do you expect me to say? Like I'm fucking out cold.
Bong, he's gone. He's dead. So
Oh my god, look, you can actually see the birds flying over his head. Cheep, 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 cheep,
Stars.
cheep, cheep.
shooting across his head.
Yeah. so yeah, that happens. Then the crowd are shocked and start booing Nathan Youngblood. Even like Delaney and Joyce look a bit kind of confused and shocked. And like he basically kind of like beckons like Delaney and Joyce to kind of like say to come towards his side. And you're gonna get that visual then of Silver Fox kind of knocked out and the three Youngbloods kind of like standing apart from them. Again, Joyce and Delaney just don't quite know what's going on themselves. They're just like they're not really understanding the situation. And both them kind of walk off. Then, so they leave by the timekeeper's area and basically leave Silver Fox at ringside.
Fuck the beans!
Fuck the beans! You know, fucking I come tonight.
Just as a public service announcement, don't fuck the beans. Please don't fuck the beans.
CBS cares.
His face.
So,
especially if they're in a tin can, you don't want to cut your dick.
That's
yeah.
So
you're welcome.
Then, yeah, thank you, thanks, Amy. So at this point, then we go back then to see the Glasgow Smiles working up the ramp. Guys, obviously, must be devastated here at this moment in time.
I'm gonna leave it all to Dave.
So he's both walking up dejected as the commentators go, well, obviously this has been a horrid time for the Glasgow Smiles, who have been on a wonderful run as of late, and no doubt this is one a disappointing outcome for them, but surely not the end of them as a tag team. They have been very much enjoying everyone immensely at this time. So as the commentators are rattling through, you two guys are on the stage, and essentially kind of like soaking up the adulation of the crowds.
Oh, Amy, mute yourself! You're fucking singing.
Honestly, so hard to run a show when you have like audio interference, isn't it? Goddamn producers. So as that's happening, both of you guys are kind of standing like kind of separate on the stage. You know, you kind of give that kind of like, you know, look of like, you know, better luck next time. So we go for a bit of a fist bump, and just as you're going for the fist bump, the stage underneath kind of collapses. It just boom, he's gone, and underneath it comes a red light.
Not this fucking bollocks again.
And
where are we getting the money for this? I mean, we have fucking trapdoors in our fucking rings, lad.
Like again, general manager, not fucking consultant.
I told you the show practically runs itself.
It does run itself. Those interns,
the
man, they do
figurehead.
everything.
I really would like to see the accounts.
What's this fucker's
on
name?
this show.
Rafe. Rafe.
Yeah.
Rafe. Fucking.
So you see a figure in a black cloak starting to raise from the apron. Dave, take it from here.
No.
No,
I'm
you don't
salty,
want to
Jonathan.
He just says no.
I'm fucking salty, right?
You bitch.
Rafe says no.
There you go. Try, Jerry. I can see your ginger tears.
Wow, you are a bastard.
I'm fucking salty.
You know what? I look like this is actually legit. Like he's actually legit this. Over this.
Blame him, in fairness. I don't blame him. It's because he rolled a 12 and like Casey called
I
it out.
lost to some cunt from Marrakesh. What do you expect me to do?
You know what? I expect you to burn the fucking place down.
and
So,
it's
Jonathan, as Amy was saying, I proceed to burn the fucking place down.
You proceed to burn the place down. That's great. So first match in the card, and then the show's ruined. That's great, Dave. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody. There will be no.
Brilliant.
like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget to hit that notification button.
Thank you, Spring 10.
Thank you, Springton. So,
but yeah, I come up out of the trapdoor, and I see Mr. Moore.
Oh no.
Hey, friend.
Shut up, Jerry. I'm at the fucking next.
No.
Back in your cage.
back in your office.
So I kind of stand face to face with El Morpho Grande, and there's a stare down, just a light stare down. and then drag him down the trapdoor.
Oh, fair enough. And that's exactly it. The comments go, look, I have no idea what's happening here. This is chaotic scenes here. As we hope that Alan Morph is going to be all right. But either way, some very upsetting scenes here, regardless of the situation. But we have to take a break here at this point. It's absolute chaos at ringside between this, the Youngbloods, the Golden Beans winning the tag team championships. It's absolute anarchy here to start off this night. And we've
Oh my God, this one I nearly predicted in the group chat.
Easy.
Now I have to ask though, right? Obviously,
yeah.
If they had have won, if Casey and Dave had have won, would the Wraith fucker would have come back or what?
Not tonight. It would have happened on the Fallout show.
Okay.
So these angles were happening in a sense, but it just depended on what time. We get to set up everything for season finale. That's why we're doing them now, essentially. So in a way, it was kind of like it was kind of like
it had to happen.
Like it was very complete, but it just depended on when, as opposed
because
to
there has to be a way to get like I'm not gonna. The Wraith kind of persona is gonna come to an end eventually. It can't like fucking continue on forever. Do you know what I mean? Much to your disappointment.
Of course it can.
Just like your career.
Oh! He died having a wank!
Jesus Christ. Come here. If I wanted to come back, I could. Okay.
I meant your character, not you legitimately, Jay.
Come back. Come back, you bollocks.
Fuck off. No.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an intense start already to this night of action, and we have new tag team champions crowned. But we do have to switch tacks now to a match that you may have seen recently advertised on our social media just today. As a matter of fact, follow on from our show last week, where Jimmy Morris had his chance to leave the Rose family if he defeated James Rage. Now, obviously, it was a disqualification for Jimmy Morris.
I still technically won, by the way. It should count, but whatever.
We're getting interference on our side there, Kim. Can you just cut in? Yeah, thanks.
Just shout in the back.
Either way, it is not a conclusive ending to this situation. So we'd like to now show you some footage that we recorded earlier today as everyone was entering the arena, as Jimmy Morris was at the door of the general managers looking for answers. So let's go to that now. So picture the scene. We have an office door, and Jimmy Morris in his wrestling gear, ring jacket and all, is like just knocking away. And Jimmy, take it away from here.
Midas! Open the door, Midas! Open the door, Midas!
And thus the door opens.
What? Morris, I haven't time for this. I'm trying to do this. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. I don't have time for your shit. I'm trying to sort out this show. I'm trying to stop a fucking Inferno match. I'm trying people. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Basically, I feel like it was hard done by last week, and I'm still part of that fucking inbred family. So can I get out of it? Right?
I fucking hear you.
Morris. Did you disconnect your mic?
I didn't disconnect my mic. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Don't mind them. I can hear you.
You're fine.
Fuck right, everybody else.
As long as everyone. All right, fuck them. All right, that's fine. So, not literally, figuratively. Anyway. Basically, Mr. Midas, I was hard done by last week, and I won by disqualification. Now, although it is my second victory against Mr. James Rage, and I should be celebrating on that, right? I need to point out the fact that I'm still in the fucking Rose family. So
you're still in the Rose family because you didn't win.
I did win.
No, you didn't.
I did win.
Technicality. You didn't beat him. You didn't beat him.
I won. It'll go down in the history books as a W for me. Anyway. Saying that, I would like you to give me another match against fucking anyone to get me out of this stupid fucking family, and also so I can, win a bit of money because, I like money.
Win a bit of money. Oh my God. Does Rose not pay you enough now? You're not happy in the Rose family. He's not paying you enough.
No, he pays me in Bitcoin, and that crashed, and I don't like it anymore.
You know what, Morris? I've had enough of this. I'm too busy. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. You go out there, and how about I meet you in the ring? How about that? How about I meet you out there, and we sort this out once or for fucking all? How about that?
Oh, great.
You happy with that?
Oh, I'm fucking
You
delighted.
happy
with
that you've goaded
I'm
me to do
delighted with
this?
that.
You're
I'll get
happy
out
that
there
you've
now.
goaded me to do this
I'll
now,
get
yeah?
out there now.
You're
Yeah,
happy
oh,
that
yeah,
it's
no,
going to
this
be
is
me
great.
out there.
This is great. And the best thing is about it, at least now this time you won't beat me with suspicious circumstances or try and pay me off beforehand like another spineless twerp you have next to you. So let's get out there and we fucking do this. All right, let's fucking go. All right. Yes.
Fine, Morris. Fine. I'll meet you out there.
Very well.
James will actually kill you.
Yes, he will.
James will
Dave.
actually physically kill you. Like he
Dave.
was laughing. That's
Dave,
pure
fuck
rage.
you. Fuck you.
I enjoyed that.
No, you did not. You're just like I've 5 different ways now I can snap your neck.
I like that Jamie. We have like a perception of Jamie as this kind of like perpetually angry person, and all the way just going, I really like Jimmy.
How can you be angry? How can you be an angry person with that smile? Look at that fucking smile. Like just.
Oh my god! Obsessed girlfriend, but with a penis. That's what that is.
I don't see what the problem is. I really, really don't. That's just a wholesome boy with a smile. That's all it is. Like, anyway. So, guys,
Dave has turned into a woman.
Not to happen. So, guys, give us a roll on your promos there. So, Jimmy Morris, I'm going to give you +2, and I'm going to give Mr. Rob Midas the same +2 as well.
7.
Right, so momentum and audience for Rob Midas. Lovely stuff. So, momentum is there for everyone to see. So, we cut into our next match from there. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
Thank you. Introducing to the ring first.
We're still in shock over the tag match.
Yeah, just like, what? What's happening? I don't know anymore. I'm scared. So, weighing in at 219 pounds from County Cork, Ireland, Jim E. Morris.
Sorry,
Aaron,
KC, is that why KC lost the match because his t-shirt was on backwards? Is that his excuse?
Yep.
I'm gonna come down to the ring with a t-shirt on saying "fuck Rob Midas."
Please make it like Rob Midas sucks eggs, like fucking Terry Funk.
That's what's on the back. That's what's on the
very
back.
Good, very good, very good.
As I walk down to the ring, I'm just giving high fives to the fans, and I'm in the ring and I'm just goading them out and just trying to get them out. Get out as quick as possible. I know it might take me a bit of time, but come on.
Right then, so the contest go well. As you saw from earlier today, Jimmy Morris in buoyant mood because I think he fancies his chances against Rob Midas. Even though Midas himself has a fantastic competitive record here in Future Wrestling, hasn't lost a match, shockingly enough, from the matches we've seen of him today. So perhaps that confidence is a little bit higher than expected. But for Jimmy Morris, this is perhaps the best opportunity he's had in very recent times to finally get out of the Rose family, who crucially are not here tonight, which is a very interesting wrinkle to this match. So, with that then, we get the music of Rob Midas and the introduction. And introducing his opponent. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ring, Rob Midas. Now, there wasn't a wait there, so now there's a cutaway through. We see Rob Midas on the ramp wearing his suit.
Yep. Of course
With a
I'm
microphone in
wearing-
hand.
Of course I'm wearing my suit. You know what, Morris? You goaded me into it. And you pissed me off. But I wasn't lying what I said earlier on. I said I'm a very busy man. I have things to do. And I don't have time for this. But I tell you what I'm going to do. You really want out of the Rose family, don't you? You really want out of the Rose family. You want out of your contract. You want all that money that they've sequestered away. I tell you what, okay? I will guarantee you're out of the Rose family and you can have all that money if you win in the next match. But the match won't be against me, Morris. You have to run the gauntlet to get out of your contract. You have to run the gauntlet against 3 hand-picked opponents by me, and that way you get out of your contract, you win all that money, and you're free. Now, if you don't think you can do it, tell me now. If you don't think you can win this match, tell me now. Because look at all these people. All these people think you can do it. I'm sure all the people at home think you can do it.
You
So
shut
all I
up
want to know
and
is
just let them out, please. Yes, I can do it. Move along, please. This is partly me trying to annoy you. It's partly me saying I don't actually legitimately have time for this, and I actually need to go.
well, I'm going
Right, so I'll tell you what,
continue what I was saying.
we'll roll for Aaron. So Aaron, you
Fuck
can go
that.
and
I
we'll
do not
just
trust
roll for
any of you fuckers.
Jim's got a
Who
bus
wants,
to catch.
who wants to do the first gauntlet match?
Jerry, remember the last time you sick 3 people on someone? What happened? Just saying.
No,
Good
I
point,
don't.
Casey.
What
Good point, Casey. Yeah, season 1, the awakening of Alan Morph. Yeah, it's a good point.
That was hold on. There's a big difference between you and that fucking purple-haired prick. You know what I mean? There's a big difference.
You're
But
talented.
the thing is,
He's not.
exactly. But at the end of the day, right? If he wins, he gets what he wants, and he leaves me the fuck alone. So let's
Fuck
give
no.
him what he wants.
Trust me, I need to make this very clear. I will not be leaving you the fuck alone. Because if I win, I will never leave you live this down, and I will always go on about it. So let's get the first person out, please.
God, you
lads,
look like the worst
I gotta
football
take off. See you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Casey.
Casey.
Listen,
Let-
All right.
We promise
then,
no
Murray.
spoilers in the group chat.
Jerry, I don't mind doing double duty.
Jonathan,
So-
if we can, I can do that. That's no problem. He can do double duty.
No, he's got a serious match lined up. Like he needs
Okay.
to he needs to fucking focus on it.
Fucking hell, Dave.
So do you want, Jonathan? Do you want me to announce the people, or do you announce
Please
or
do.
do it?
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
By all means.
Do you want? So I announce all 3 now, or
All 3 all at once. Yeah, they're gonna
Okay.
wait ringside
Lads,
and
I
go one
need
by
to
one.
fucking go here.
Oh,
I'd
do
like to
you?
get this
Oh,
done in
sorry.
15
We're not
minutes.
going
So Jonathan,
fucking anywhere.
So Jonathan, which one should I announce first? Which in it just go with
Dina's-
list?
Dina's
Think about
choice,
it, Rob.
Jerry.
Think
Dina's
about it.
choice.
Just
Oh,
make sure
okay.
you get the right decision, Rob. Think
Do you know
about
what?
it.
Roll a
Okay.
dice, flip a coin.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
get spreadsheets.
Phone a friend.
Jim Morris, your first opponent is Kazero.
Oh, a Dragon Slayer. So his music hits, he goes straight to
You
the
can
ring.
slay this dragon. Anyway, go on.
Someone's cocked there again. That's disgusting. So,
It's only funny when I make the sex jokes.
His cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, his cock.
I don't care. I'm stealing everyone's gimmick. Wait. Anyway, let's go.
And we're back to season 1.
yeah. Oh, hey, is that Kev coming to the call now? There he is. So Kazero goes straight into the ring, and we get our match here. So this is going to be, again, these are very quick fire matches. So 7 spots in this one to try and
Quick fire.
Quick, I thought
You
it
have
was
to
going to
build
be like
momentum.
fucking 2.
But if good luck trying to win a match with fucking 2 momentum, Aaron. Jesus
Well, I
Christ.
thought it was
So-
going to be like, if let's say I do win them all, it should be like quick. And
Yes,
then
but you can finish the matches early. That's my point,
Oh,
Aaron.
okay,
A maximum of
right.
7 spots. Yes.
Okay.
So
right.
then. So let's start off with the first roll. Ooh, hot start. 11. I rolled 9. So Aaron, you take this roll. What do you do first?
He gets into the ring, and I want to finish this quick. So, fuck you. I don't care. I want to finish this quick. So
It
I
was a bit
immediately-
premature of you there, Jimmy. Sorry. Bit
That's
premature.
what she said.
So when he gets in, I immediately take the leg from under him, and I get him into a STF. We say
STF.
submission.
Okay. All right then. So you're going for submission with STF. Work roll, Jimmy Morris, +1. It's a 9. It's successful in that sense. So he's in the STF. Can he come out? Can he break out of it? It's not great. So you can take the next spot from the STF, Jimmy Morris. So let's go for a roll from that. So he's in the submission move as it stands. So give us a roll here.
It's just fucking bad luck if I ain't gotten one of these early. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'd
Interesting.
I'd like to finish it and wrench it in, and
Okay.
he taps.
Grant, give us a work roll. Actually, what's your perk actually? So double momentum, double spot, or yeah, you're going for double momentum here. So work roll +1. Happy little trees. Oh, it's nearly 11, right? So, and it's not enough. So you do wrench it in, you get the momentum out of it, crucially, and we get a tap out from there. So the winner of the first fall, Jim E. Morris. Folks, it's fair to say that that Kazira was caught cold there by the Jimmy Morris STF, superbly wrenched in. Kazira didn't even have a chance. But Rob Midas still has that smile on his face because he knows this is only one of perhaps several rounds of this gauntlet.
Okay, Morris, your next opponent, Vladimir Kaiser.
Oh, fuck me.
That's what she said.
Definitely a no.
Amy, what the fuck?
Who knew she was a Vladimir Kaiser stan? Who knew?
Oh,
That
dear.
just happened to be excellent timing.
That's
on
great.
someone's
No, I'm
message.
sure it is, Amy. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. So, when Kaiser then very much like Kate gets his kind of cinematic entrance, then he takes his time. Morris still kind of, come on. He's going in, but Kaiser's taking his time. He's slowing down the pace.
Can I ask
and then
how
he enters
big
the
is
ring.
Vladimir Kaiser?
6'5",
How much does he weigh?
271. Big boy.
Right.
So you've got the same number of spots in this match, 7 spots again. So let's roll and see who wins. Now you have carried over the momentum from the last match, so just bear that in mind. Got 9 and 4. So Jimmy Morris, take it away.
I'm gonna go for the same thing again. I'm gonna take his leg.
Right.
I'm gonna get him on the floor, and I'm gonna go this time. I'm gonna jazz it up a little bit and go for the crossface.
Crossface. Right, that's grand because I misheard prostate.
Don't mean to interrupt that. Yeah, I thought I said prostate as well.
Oh, you said prostate, to be honest.
Just fucking
Riot there. We all know his weakness is balls. So, work world for that Jimmy Morris +1. Okay, it's a 9 again. So again, it's locked in. So can Kaiser break out of it? More than that, he can power out of it. So he's going to roll you out, and we get a separation from there. So let's go again, Jimmy Morris. 11, good roll. Beats my 9. So you go again. So he's out of the crossface, back to a standing
crossface. Yeah. Let him run towards me. I again trip him up and have him hit his head off the turnbuckle.
Right.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So he's running towards me. Let him hit his head off the turnbuckle, and yeah, I think that makes sense, doesn't it?
Go from there. Yeah, that's fair.
Not defying the laws of physics there. No, go on.
No, it's not. No, you're just using the momentum against you. So against him rather. So -1 look on that because you were doing a side step there. So that's a 6. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna hold himself up just at the kind of that point. So you've turned your back. You think he's hit he's hit the turnbuckle. What he's going to do is he's going to come back and give you a massive spine buster. So that's a power roll for Kaiser. And he hits it just about. So momentum for Kaiser there. So move on to our next spot from there, Aaron. Give us your next roll. That's a 9. Beats my 7. You still take the spot. So you're just taking a big spine buster. How do you recover?
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to, when I hit the spine buster, he's not going to get up straight away.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab a hold of his head and I'm going to try and choke him out.
Chokehold, right. Okay. So you're going for a choke. That's a real roll. So that's a -1. And that's actually quite good. That's a good chokehold. So can Kaiser answer it is the question. It's a positive roll, so he is going to find a way out of it, essentially. Because, like I said, he does have the weight and height advantage, so he is going to come out of it in the end. But it is kind of getting over the fact that you're very much still got him sussed out a little bit here. So, Aaron, give us your next roll.
Absolutely fucking anything. I seriously need to get the fuck out of here. Like, it's actually not even funny.
9 and 9, so we have to go again, Aaron. 12!
Hey!
Right. So you have your perks. What would you like to do?
You know what I'm going to do.
Double momentum. Fuck.
Yeah. Why do we even ask anymore? Can we just all just assume it's double
momentum? There are reasons for the other perks, but carry on. I mean, for pay-per-views, the momentum is the way to go.
Okay, so double momentum. We won't get up. I'm kind of staggered a little bit. He'll bounce off the ropes, and I'll hit a code breaker, and then go for the pin.
Okay,
a very quick one.
Yeah, that's fair. In that case, work roll then, +1. Critical, never in doubt. It is very fucking critical. You go over the pin. All right, can he get a 12 to answer? He cannot. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell.
I'm just saying, if he got a 12 there, I was walking out.
You
was
keep the
leaving
money.
fucking call.
So with that, then we get the decision of the second fall. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the second fall, Jim E. Morris. And so the body language of Rob Midas changes ever so slightly, but he's still smiling. He's still smiling.
I swear to God, if he brings out James Rage in this, I fucking lose a plot. I swear to God. And it doesn't help either when he's biting his nails, just anxiously waiting to go, oh, I'm going to get to kill the fucker. Oh, yes. All right, go on.
And Morris, your last opponent is not me, Carlton Titus.
Oh, leaving the heaviest to last. Weighing in at nearly 300 pounds. Another member of the Asylum fight camp. Jimmy Morris has already wrestled 2 matches here, looking quite spent as it is, but he still has one massive challenge left for him in this gauntlet. But if he beats Carlton Titus, he gets out of the Rose family and gets that bounty of $50,000. All to play for here, but he has to beat Carlton Titus to do it. So, same again, 7 spots. Let's see what happens. And you have your momentum still from the first 2 matches. You haven't spent any. That's a 7. I roll 8. So Carlton Titus is going to go straight for the attack here. So he's just going to go for a massive pop-up powerbomb, which is a power roll for Titus. +2. He gets the +2 in the end, thanks to that. So he gets the powerbomb from there, and we go to our next spot from here. So Jimmy Morris, you're recovering from a pop-up powerbomb as you go to our next spot. That's a 9. Titus rolled 11. So again, going from the pop-up powerbomb, so he's going to go for a token pinfall. So he's going to go for a token He's going to go for a token pin. You're going to kick out of it, and then you're going to come back out of it. And what he's going to do is he's going to pick you up for a military press slam, which is another power roll. So does he make that work? It's nearly critical at that. So Jim Morris is getting thrown around the place here at the moment by Carlton Titus. We go to our next roll. 12.
He finally learned how to cheat. Thanks be to fuck.
No. I mean, right? I swear to God, right? It's not that I don't want to make it too obvious either. I do want to get through this shit quick, right? But my plan usually with this is tap it twice, and it usually's worked for me every time. And this is the one time where it hasn't worked. I'm like, you fucking dickhead phone, work for me.
So you have your momentum perk here. What would you do here is you have to take in 2 massive power moves. He's going to take you for a third one. What do you want to do?
What's the third move he was going to get me up for?
Let's go for a torture rack, because that is his finisher. He's going to go for the finish here.
Okay. Shit.
Which is obviously he's going to get you into an Argentine press in his back.
Yeah.
So you're on your side essentially.
I'm going to start sort of wiggling out of it. And I'm going to go, what I'm going to do is kind of get in front of him. So I don't fall behind him. I sort of fall in front of him. And I get him in that chokehold again that I tried in the second match. And he falls to the floor and he just passes out.
Hopefully, yeah. So that's a work roll. You do have momentum to spend now on this as well, in fairness. You have a work roll +1. You got momentum to work with 2.
Use all your momentum and get it done.
I'm not using all my momentum.
You get it done.
You literally just said that you wanted to be out of here quick.
Yeah,
you
sorry,
fucking need you. Use it all.
Sorry, I forgot. I thought I was going to end up facing you after this. Sorry. Yes, okay. All my momentum, all of it.
Okay, so you want all your momentum you've garnered up.
Sorry, did you just say you're using all your momentum?
if I'm facing him after this, I will fucking lose the plot.
Excuse me, Jonathan, that's not your decision. It's mine.
It's my fucking decision because I leave the fucking chat and get the fuck out of here.
And then you lose.
Have someone else roll in your behalf.
Last time that worked, I won the tag belt, so.
That's true, actually.
That's actually a good point, actually, yeah.
So how much momentum has he got?
Just 9 momentum.
He doesn't even need to cheat.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't roll snake eyes, he's kicked out of a touch.
But you know what? Just for the sake of it.
I'm gonna see what the real role would have been, and then I'll cheat.
You have to wonder how many times he's after pushing that button.
Oh,
How many times he pushed that
There's a
button?
12. There's a 12. Oh,
Yeah.
shocking. Let's fucking move on.
So with a roll of 21, can Carlton Tyus answer that? No, he can't. So it's a slow one. He starts choking out. The referee goes 1, 2, and 3. It's gone. He's choked out. And we hear, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the third fall, Jim E. Morris.
And Jim, for your fourth opponent,
Fuck off.
you're going to be facing none other than James. No, you've won the match. Go ahead.
Right. I'm meaning this. If I have to spend the rest of the fucking season doing it, I will get you in a fucking match. I'm going to spend the rest of the season fucking going for it. I thought I was annoyed.
You can try. You can try, but you won't succeed.
I will succeed.
No.
Anyway, I'm going to get up. I'm going to go grab the microphone, but I do need to catch a bus. So I'm just going to scream at the top of my lungs. I'm going to Disneyland, and I fucking run out of there.
I love the idea of just like Zero and Kaiser are both chasing after you, just go, I'm the man, right?
Oh, you fucking piece of shit. You fucker. I hate you.
And can Amy and Foxy please participate in their fucking flirting off screen, please? We're trying to do something here. Jim is trying to do his fucking promo so he can leave.
Which he has, and the commentators will go, well, I think that's the happiest I've seen Jimmy Morris in several months, as that seems to be it. He is officially out of the Rose family. I'm sure Fred Rose is going to be delighted when he hears that next time he's here in the arena. And it looks like he's got that money as well, 50,000 from the Rose games, quite a healthy amount of money that no doubt Jimmy Morris is going to try and spend in one shop. But the face of Rob Midas there on the stage tells a tale, because if anything, he quite looks relieved at the situation. He's set the gauntlet for Jimmy Morris. He's passed it. Is this the end of whatever issues that both Morris and Midas have with each other? That will remain to be seen. But we're going to cut to commercial here, folks, and we're back with our last man standing match.
I'm gone.
Bye.
Bye.
Pink-haired prick.
Right, can we actually just do his match again, right? But we'll do it as someone else playing as him, and just not tell him, but make sure he watches.
We've re-recorded the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the wrong guy. Actually, Titus is meant to go over there, so yeah, we're gonna have to retape that. But that's okay. The role of Jimmy Morris will be played by Dave Armstrong. I'm the lads.
But to be fair, if Midas actually did get him in a match and beat him, I think that might actually break Aaron.
Oh, Jamie, don't
it
worry,
will.
because that man knows how to cheat. But I am the cheater's cheater.
Yeah. So with that, then we've so as we come back from the break, then Mike
John,
Dublin's,
sorry, I beg your pardon. Am I finished?
You are finished because we did take your name in vain in the Inferno match. So.
I'm out here. I'm going to watch third episode of Kenobi. I'll see you later, lads.
See ya.
Good luck, Jerry.
Goodbye.
Boodles.
See you later. So
Yeah, there's no one to judge me. Hell yeah.
oh, we're still judging you, Amy. Don't worry.
Yeah, but you aren't vocal about it.
Bye all.
I know.
Oh, bye, Dave.
Don't worry, the images won't stop. I'll keep them going.
That's okay, Dave. Cheerio, pal.
See ya.
Okay, so now we're down to 5. So the commentators then go to we go back to commentators for the preview of the next match. I'm going. Well, as you can see, it's been quite a fascinating evening already, and now it's time for our last man standing match between James Rage, the proverbial number 2 contender, next in line for the future World Championship. When we come back to you next on live television, Downfall will be our season finale, a 2-night special, at which a culmination of that event will be James Rage taking on the winner of tonight's main event. More on that as we talk about it next in the next couple of hours. But before then, we have to talk about this issue, like kayfabe. You know, it's the middle of the show, Amy. It's fine.
Jesus Christ!
Just, you know, it's turn the phrase. It's okay. We're fine. So again, let's now talk about what's happening tonight in the last man standing match between himself and Wayne Kyle. Wayne Kyle, of course, has made his presence known over the last couple of weeks as the supposed manager of Casey Colt, and those issues aside, has also doubled in this role as a sort of network liaison, puppeteer of sorts in terms of whatever they want to do themselves, and has taken very much umbrage with James Rage, challenging him at every aspect, disrupting his matches, and very much showing or trying to prove that he is the bigger man. And no better way than doing that with this last man standing match. Wayne Coyle, of course, has been a former professional wrestler. He came back to action last week in our main event against Violet Storm. He came up short in that sense. I'll be hoping to prove everyone wrong in this match with James Rage. But I think it's fair to say Rage very much will look to set out his anger on Wayne Coyle. And we go from there. So we get the instructions from the ring announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is a last man standing match. And obviously we know the rules of that as you get to our entrance of the first match, which is Wayne Coyle. Introducing first, weighing in at 231 pounds, hailing from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He is a network liaison for the VCR network, Wayne Coyle. So again, he's getting either indifference or boos from the crowd here, but he's lapping it all up. He's wearing his kind of like his wrestling kind of like dress shirt and slacks the boots. He's got his music. He's goading the crowd with everything, kind of like, you know, he's kind of like doing kind of money kind of signals, whatever it is, and he's kind of mocking James Rage. He's going along with the kind of like, oh yeah, oh look, I'm so fucking tough type of deal. He's mocking his kind of entrance in a sense, and he kind of like just basically takes to the ring as the commentators fill in, going. Well, like I said, if anyone has been pushing his weight around either in the ring or backstage, it's been Wayne Coyle, very much setting out his agenda very, very quickly here on Future Wrestling. Not a popular man in the locker room, and I'm sure James Rage will reflect that in the match going ahead here. But for some, this could be a bit of a sleeper because, again, Wayne Coyle, we know, has been a professional wrestler in the past, has won titles in the past. He does have a certain pedigree to him. But like I said, it's a stern challenge he's gone up against James Rage. Has he bitten off more than he can chew? Indeed, that'll be the case. So then we get the entrance of Mr. James Rage. And his opponent, weighing in at 229 pounds from the Asylum Fight Camp, James Rage. So Jamie, talk us through your entrance.
Okay, yeah, so I come out, fucking lock eyes, not fucking happy. I never look away. I walk to the ring, I slide into the ring, and I never look. I never break eye contact. I walk to the center of the ring, but I don't put out a hand, and I just stand and wait. Right.
Interesting indeed. So again, the counter's going. Well, like that look of intensity we've seen before in James Rage's eyes, and it's often spells a disaster for his opponent. That this could be the case here for Wayne Coyle. That intensity, that anger, that focus that we see in him is eternal, and it certainly will guide him to another championship challenge. But for now, this potential catharsis in facing Wayne Coyle is up next for James Rage. So this is a last man standing match. So we're going to do something slightly different for this match. So first off, we're going to do a bit of a health bar system for both competitors. Now, this is only for basic damage, whatever it is. So we're going to give both competitors a set of 25 in terms of the health. So James Rage, you'll have 25 as well. Think of it like D&D rules, essentially. So there's a few perks to add to this. I'm going to roll for Wayne Coyle to see what his boost is. And he gets a 7. So his total health is 32. So we're going to whittle that down throughout the match, basically. And whoever is down to 0 first loses the match. That's how it's going. Now, the other part of it is, Jamie, can you roll your 2 dice there to see what your health boost is?
Okay. Shit. It's a 9.
It's a 9, Grant. So you have 34 then. So that's your health, right? So that's your health going up. And then we're going to do a bit of in terms of like the kind of the
wait, hold on a second. What was the extra 6 and that he had gone into? Was that momentum already?
Momentum.
Health,
okay,
yeah,
sorry.
momentum, yeah.
Sorry,
so he can spend momentum before the rolls here. So the way this is working is, much like D&D, it's kind of like an armor class setup. So like for defenses, like you have to kind of hit a certain roll and then it'll hit, then we do damage. So that's how it's going here. So there's a perk onto that as well. So James Rage, you have I'm taking your power and real stats here for the last man standing match. You have a +1 on both. So your armor stat is 9, right? Now that means is that if Wayne Coyle hits anything higher than 9, that will do damage. Basically, that's how it's going. And if it's critical, we'll work on that as we go along. And likewise, Wayne Coyle also has the power and real as well. So his is 9. So once we hit anything higher than a 9, you have a chance to do damage with his health stat. So it's as simple as that. And then we have a certain number of spots. When we get to that, we go to sudden death. So that's how it goes. So I'll explain as we go along, but it's fairly straightforward. You have, as I said, plenty of momentum left over from the go home show, thanks to your new move. So I fancy your chances, James Rage, is the answer to that question. So let's start off this match. That's a 9. It's a good start. Wayne Coyle rolls 12. So what's going to happen here is, so he's going to go straight. He's going to start like jaw jacking to you straight away in the ring, and he's going to go like kind of jokingly go for a hand. You're going to go, I'm going to shake my hand, all that sort of stuff, and you're kind of like shaking his head, whatever it is. And it's like there's a lot of talking in the ring starting off. It's like there's a lot of mouth now between the referees. Is going like, come on, the guys, the bell is rang, whatever it is. And Wayne Coyle goes, okay, fair enough, boom, and he goes for a headbutt straight away from that. So again, this is about the damage here thing. So goes for a reel, and he gets a 9. So he does actually hit it there. So he doesn't do damage with that headbutt, right? Because he only hit a 9 on that, but he does get momentum. So we go from next spot from there and see what happens next. That's a 9. I roll 6. So James Rage, you have a wonderful chance to reply from the headbutts.
Okay. Take it. I'm rocked backwards. Presumably he's jaw jacking again.
Yes.
I kind of brush it off, say, okay. I walk as if to go to lock up, and then I give him a headbutt back.
Excellent. That's a real roll.
Drives my forehead into the bridge of his nose.
Fantastic.
Another 9.
Now, so this is a good example. So that is now a 10 altogether. So if you can roll 1 dice, so it's a d6, roll that and see what damage you do. What we do is we take it from your 12 to said the 2 you have there, and we take the highest roll. So that's how we're going.
Okay.
Just roll your dice again, basically, and we'll take the highest one. That's a 4. So that does 4 damage to him. Right? So you catch him better, basically, than he did you. So that's the way it works. And we're just whittling that health bar down as the match goes on. So we get the hang of it. Anyway. Yeah. Think of it like rolling with advantage, essentially, with the 2 dice. So
cool.
Yeah. Right then. So let's go to our next spot then. Oh, a 3. 4. Shockingly enough. So maybe both guys are a bit woozy from the whole the headbutts starting off the match. So okay, let's go from there then. So we're going for both headbutts. So there's going to be a little bit of basically fist fight in the middle of the ring, because again, last man standing match is kind of like more or less a free for all. So it looks like James Rage is winning the fist fight initially, and then like Wayne basically gets like one lucky shot essentially and kind of makes you stumble, and he's just going to go for a backbreaker from there. So it's a power roll for him, +1, and he hits it but does no damage. So he just gets more momentum from that. And we go from there, basically. So give us your next rolls on that one, Jamie. That's an 8, and Wayne rolls a 9. So I'm going to get him to go out of the ring here for a moment. So you're in the ring coming back from the feeding from the backbreaker, and he is going to go for a Singapore cane. So he's going to get some weapons going. So what he's going to do is hopefully go for a crack around the lower back. And thankfully with the 7, he does hit it, but again, no damage from it. So you're not taking any damage so far, which is a start. So whatever hits, it's not affecting you, essentially. You're strong enough to endure it. So we go for a next spot from there, basically. So Jamie, give us your rolls. 8. 8. I rolled 4. So Wayne Coyle has hit you in the lower back, in the lumbar with a Singapore cane. You've obviously taken the hit. Perhaps he's got a second one out. What happens next?
Have him go to swing it. I catch his arms, kick him in the gut, take the stick off of him, and if it's okay, give him one in the stomach and then one across the back.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to treat that as a real again. So that's a +1.
Excellent.
And that is a
Damn.
successful. You'll be no damage done, but you get momentum out of it. So that's something. So like I said, you use momentum to boost the dice rolls then for damage when we perhaps get to the end game. So, so then we go again for our next roll. That's a 10, beats my 9. So Jamie, take it from here. So 2 successful shots at the Singapore cane. What do you want to do next? I hate when you have to play this. It's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to use some momentum.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 momentum.
All right, you spend +2. This will be a +2 roll.
I want to snap the Singapore cane over my knee.
Okay.
Ever half looks sharper and go to town on his forehead.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Right. That is a +1 reel. So this overall is a +3 roll. Now, that's good. So that does set it over the edge for a damage. So give us another roll and let's see how much damage you do. That's a 5. So you do 5 damage from that. So down to 23. So that's good. That's good damage. And he is busted over from there. So lovely stuff, James Rage. You get your cut as you need, and he's got his color and it's kind of dripping down his white shirt as well. So it looks emphatically quite good. So we go from there and see what happens next. Three, 9. So Wayne's got a powder out from the from obviously that impact heat from the slashing of the Singapore cane over his forehead. So he's there kind of like obviously like kind of ask for like a medic to kind of like to check up on him. No one's inviting him. So he's there at the kind of the announcer's table essentially, and kind of like again with his back turned. So James Rage is coming across then to try and kind of grab him, and just on the blind side, bing, hits you with the ring bell. That's a real roll. I'm also going to devote a bit of momentum to it. So he has 3 at the moment. I'm going to spend an extra 1 to make this a +2 roll. And that is just about enough in the sense where it'll hit, but it won't take damage. So at a glance, it's not damage, but you're still full health at the moment, James Rage. So it's all going good for you.
Fantastic.
Indeed. So let's give our next rolls and see what happens next. 11 beats my 9. So James Ray, take it here. If you've been hit, you've taken a shot of the ring bell. What happens next?
I kind of sell away around, let him come after me, and then come back at him, drop kicking him into the ring steps.
Okay, interesting. That'll be a luck roll, James Ray. Straight roll. And that is successful. So you do hit him in the steel steps with no damage taken, but you do get momentum out of it. So that's something at least. And then we go to our next spot from there. So Jamie, take it away. That's an 8. That's an 11. So main call, obviously. So you've drop kicked him into the steel steps, which is one thing. So obviously, I want you then to feed him out again, and I want you to kind of look like he's basically kind of going towards the corner. He's going to resist. Basically, he's going to push you back into the barricade, and essentially, what he's going to do, he's going to clothesline you over the barricade into the crowd, because we haven't done audience spots in this match, in this show so far. I'm going to treat that as just a straight luck roll to see if that's successful, and by and large, actually, it is successful. So it's a 12.
I need success.
Which is a critical. That means he's going to do damage with this. So let's see how much damage he does, and not much. So it's just a 3 he takes. So 3 damage you take, James. You're on 31. You're still well ahead of Wayne Coyle in this sense, but he's after getting some good momentum out of that. So perhaps it's a case where he critical, like it completely like tumbles you over. You may knock your head off the concrete or something. Cameras catch that and stumble away. So we're in the crowd here for this next spot. So let's see what happens next. That's an 8. I roll 7. So Wayne Coyle's following you into the crowd here as you're stumbling back up to your feet. What happens next?
So I'm kind of selling away as he's following me. Try and get some kind of clearance and grab one of the chairs from the crowd and just fling it at him open.
Burl him, from straight throw to the chairs. Cool. That'll be a real roll, James Wright, +1. And that is it. So it's a 6 altogether. So what he's going to do, he's actually going to be able to, he's going to swat the chair away, and it kind of goes kind of dangerously into the crowd, to be honest. Like, it's a bit risky. So what he's going to do is he's going to basically kind of come towards you again. And what he's going to do, he's going to hopefully Irish whip you into a basically kind of a stack of like kind of bins set up, to like storage bins. So he's going to hopefully go for that. So it's an Irish whip into that, +1. And he does actually hit that, in fairness. So he's going to do damage with this. So whip into the bins. And it's a 6 altogether. So it's a bit of a tumble for you. So let's kind of like add this into a little bit. So whatever kind of storage stuff is in, let's just say it's kind of like it's going to cause a spill on your side. So maybe it's down some steps or whatever it is. So it's a pronounced hit essentially from there. So he takes this damage. You're probably tumbled down some stairs where the arena would be situated. And that's where we take the spot from here. So we have cameras set up for all this side anyway. So you tumble down some stairs along with the storage bins. It's a bit of a nasty spill, as the commentators cover for you, as you move on to our next spot. So Jamie, take it away from here.
See, I like this because we're endangering the crowd. I'm sure his network buddies will love that.
It's realism, Jamie. It's realism.
I'm goading him into getting fired.
It was your idea for that spot, was it? Yeah, no, you have to throw a chair into the crowd. It's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. So that's a 6. I roll 7. So again, you're kind of recovering from the stairs here a little bit. So you're coming back up to your feet again, and again, we're kind of like situating where the arena would be. So it's like a kind of a guardrail around the area. So he's just gonna try and lift you up into a back suplex and hopefully hit the back of your head off the guardrail. So that is a work move, though, and unfortunately his work move idea stat is not great. It's a -2, so I'm going to negate that with a +4 spend of momentum. There'll be a +2 roll, and he does actually hit that successfully. So now this is to do damage, and he does 5 damage. So you're down to 20, James Rage, on this one. But he has spent an awful lot of momentum to do that. So you're in the advantage of momentum. Perhaps when we get to the actual end of the spots, I'll keep a check of momentum. We go from there. So let's go for our next roll and see what happens next. 8. And Wayne rolls 10. So again, you're kind of coming back up here. So it's a perfect, it was like a 2 or a 3 count, but you're still coming back to your feet essentially. And what I want him to do here is, again, back in the kind of the arena side of it, he would like to, again, try and kind of drag you around the arena a little bit until we get to a sort of a kind of raised platform where kind of the sound stage is. And he's always just hit your head off the table there. And it's going to be a straight roll for that, really. So we go from there. And it is a 7. Doesn't do damage. So he just gets momentum out of it. No damage from that. And we are now basically in the middle of the arena where a lot of the production stuff is. So if you want to kind of like paint a picture, happy little picture in your head, James. What happens next? So I'm going to go from there.
11.
That's an 11. I rolled 11 as well. So Jamie, go from there.
9.
9. 5. You take the next spot.
Okay. I look for something expensive anyway.
I'm sure there's plenty of plunder around that we can just magic into existence.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the production area, then I'm going to, as I'm selling away from him here. Am I? Or is
he's banged your head off something and you're selling away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I want to just grab a laptop off a table, slam it closed, and smash it over his head.
Fair enough. That is a real roll on that +1. Okay, so it's a 7. You get the momentum out of it, but no damage. Okay, so this is our last spot now before we go to sudden death. So this is where we basically trade shots and see if they do damage. So, so Jamie, give us your next roll. Let's see what happens next. 10 beats my 5. So Jamie, this next spot is yours.
You said this was a raised platform?
It was kind of like a level above the, shall we say, the ring. So if you kind of picture like a few steps up and steps down. So we're at the kind of peek at that a little bit. It's not too far up, essentially. It's essentially like kind of where the stage is, if you know what I mean.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay. I'll drag him. Can I drag him from there to the stage?
You can absolutely. Yeah, that is an option. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
So you're gonna go from there and just lift him onto the stage, is it?
Well, yeah.
Or back body
Preferably
onto the stage or whatever. Yeah.
Some form of aggressive fight walking.
Please let that be your new squad. Aggressive fight walking camp. So that'll be a power roll to get him onto the stage with whatever move you see fit. So power roll on that +1. And that is successful, no damage. So momentum still going. So this is where we reach sudden death. So we're going to basically trade blows here and see what happens. So James Rage, you're on 9 momentum. Wayne Call's on 3. So you have that advantage, and this is where you can now spend the momentum. So we're going to roll dice first off to see who gets first go, and then we alternate. So let's see who wins the roll. So Jamie, give us a roll there. See who wins. 9. So let's roll again. So see who gets first dibs. And that's a 7. I roll 7. We go again. We're rolling forever here, lads.
Seriously, what the fuck?
10 beats my 4. not intentionally. This is the dice.
The dice strike again. Fuck
yeah.
Like,
It's not right. He's putting up a fight. It doesn't feel. It's not. It's weird. So, right, Jamie. So you get first twist then on this sudden death. So you call your spot. We see if you win the roll and see if it does damage, and we go from there. So, what would you like to do here?
What does the set look like? Do we have a special pay-per-view set, or is it?
It's fairly standard. It's mostly lighting rigs, really. Like it's still the kind of standard stage we've had, like your Tron and sound display. A bit of a lighting rig to kind of suit the theme, which has been like the red lighting and so forth, and a bit of fire looking presentation. But that's about it. There's nothing else more straightforward than that.
Okay, so preferably then to have taken him from the staging area a minute ago, run him into one of the lighting rigs. So that I brought him to the stage. So now I want to pull the scaffolding holding the light and take the pipe out of that, because I do believe he cracked me with that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just want to swing for the fences.
Yikes. Okay, right. So this is the start, a +1 reel starting off. Do you want to spend momentum on it?
No.
Okay. All right. This is a +1 roll.
Okay. 7.
That's an 8. So you're going to swing for the fences, and it does no damage. So again, anything above 9, it's above 9 now. You want to make these hits work. Yeah. So that's what the momentum is there for. So now Wayne Call's going to go for next. So you go and swing for the fences with the pipe. It'll clock him anyway, and he stumbles back basically on the kind of the edge of the stage. And essentially, what he wants to do then is looks like he's on the edge of the stage, and what he's going to do is he's going to kind of sell and whatever it is, lure you in a little bit, hit you with a low blow, and throw you off the opposite side of the stage, where there will be kind of like a padded area for you to land in. But it'll obviously look like it's kind of metallic kind of containers and stuff like that. So it'll look like a bit of a tumble. Let's see if it hits. That's just a luck roll, but I'm going to spend 1 momentum to make it a +1. So he's down to 2 momentum now. And okay, interesting. No damage. So you're going to take the tumble into that. You might answer maybe a 4 or 5 count, but you're going to come back up from there, and we move on to your spot next. So you've taken the tumble off the stage. You come back up at a count of say 4 or 5, whatever it is. What happens next?
The highlight is ineptitude. I climb back on the stage.
Yeah.
Kind of waiting. He charges at me to try and spear me back off of it, and I just drop and let him
go. Very well. Look, roll then on that. So again, do you devote momentum on that? It's a straight roll otherwise.
This is to decide if there's damage.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm definitely spending momentum on. I'm thinking how this works. So how much momentum do I have?
You've got 9 so far.
And he has only 2.
He has 2.
Whoever hits 0 first loses.
The health wise, not momentum.
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And what health are we each on?
Wayne is currently on 23, and you're on 20. You took some heavy hits there in the middle of the match.
Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. 3 momentum.
3 momentum, right? That's 6. You have 6 left, so +3 on this roll.
Okay.
That brings it over the line. So now roll your dice again to see how much damage it does.
Just gave me the same again.
+6 damage, right? So he's now down to 17. 17 health with that. So again, he dives and he takes a front bump onto that metallic stage. And again, it looks fucking rough. So again, it looks bad for him, but he is going to answer the count at about essentially, say 5 or 6. Same again. So we want his roll then. So he does have a move, a finisher that he would call. So he's going to answer. So James Rage is going to come down to where the stage is area there. So we get to kind of like to see what's going on here. So it's more or less kind of flat concrete essentially. But he's just going to go for just a German suplex and hopefully hit the back of your head off that. It's a -2 work though. So I'm going to negate it with the last bit of his momentum. So it's going to be a straight roll for him. Oh, it failed. So James Rage, he's going to go for a German suplex on concrete. You reverse this. What do you want to do?
See, I really don't like this prick, and it's on concrete. So I kind of go with them, but as he's pulling me back, I kind of tuck that he collides with the ground first, and I just kind of land on him.
Oh, I see. So
So I don't allow him pull me all the way back. I kind of sandbag him into the point where I'm just cannonballing him.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that. Grant, again, I'll treat that as a work roll as well. That's a -1. But you have momentum to spend if you wanted to do damage. But it's up to yourself.
Yeah. Another 3, please.
Another 3. Okay. So this is gonna be a +2 roll altogether then.
Yes.
That is across the line. Right. Now roll your damage dice. So let's see how much damage you do. Another 6. It's another 6. So now he's down to 11 health. So now you're well on the ascendancy here now. So again, he's going to take a little bit longer to. So the commentators kind of trying to sense of what happened there in terms of like it kind of looks a bit like a mistake on his side, but then when you see the replay, actually you can see you plant your feet and just leaning back, and he just cracks his head off the concrete, so he's loopy. So he answers at about a count of 8, and he gets to his feet from there, but he is very shaky. So that goes to him then next. So again, not quite in a state of mind here, so he's a bit loopy. He's running around the place. And essentially just instinct, he's going to go for a discus elbow, which is his finish. It's called Seal with a Kiss. So it's a straight roll. He's got no momentum to spend. So it's all down to the dice. He does actually hit it. So now this is down to damage. So how much damage does he do? 5. 5 damage he hits. So you're down to 15 health. So you're going to go down from there. He's going to be down recovering as well. He gets up at say 4 or 5, and you get up at 7. So you're answering the call comfortably enough, but he's getting frustrated now because that move typically does work, and it didn't this time. So, Jamie, it's now your turn to inflict damage.
Okay. I get up. He starts backing away because his big hit didn't work. So he gets up on the ramp and starts heading towards the ring.
Okay.
I charge after him and drive him into the ring post.
Grant. Yeah, I'll just treat that as a real roll, +1 so far. You have 3 momentum to spend at the moment. Oh, never mind. You hit it. Okay. All right then. So give us your damage then. Let's see what happens. How much damage does that do? 5. Okay. He's now on 6 health. He's now in touching distance. So again, it cracks his head off. So what you can do is even excite to work it up. Then he's there stumbling away. You're kind of out of shot with the camera for a while. You'll just see him. You come back into shot. John Woo drop kick into the ring post, and he takes a tumble from there. Answers at the call of 9. So it's getting close to that point, and now it's his turn. So
Wayne will drop kick.
No, Rage. Sorry.
Rage. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said
So-
John will drop kick there for a second.
John
I was
Woo,
like-
John Woo drop kick. I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
saying what
okay.
type of brain kick Rage did, basically. Just the
I
flavor.
got really confused there for a second. Sorry.
John Wayne's here. What the fuck?
I
Fucking
was like,
Cowboys fans.
John. I was like, John, that's you.
Good evening. I'm John Nugent Voice, and here is my drop kick. so with that, then this is Wayne's perhaps last call, really, depending on how this next roll goes. So he's gonna have to go for something big, and what he's gonna do is he's obviously hit the ring post, whatever it is. So he's gonna basically go for like a kind of an eye poke, whatever it is, to kind of get you away for a while. And all he's gonna do is gonna go for steel steps because they're to hand. He has them, so it'll be a power roll for him to hit you with them. And it is an 8, does no damage. So you have resisted that one, and now it turns to you. So you perhaps have kind of fallen down, but you've got back up fairly quickly, and we go from there.
He comes at me with the steps again. I drop toe hold him, but he face plants.
Face plants, okay. And yeah, treat that as a luck roll, so it's a straight roll on that. You have momentum to spend.
Oh shit, yeah.
It's a 9, so it's fine. So you do take damage. You get the momentum. You get momentum from that. In fairness, so that's fine. And we go to Wayne's next spot from there. So again, he's going for the drop toe hold. He gets answers back up again from that. And essentially, what he's going to go for here, again, not quite using the steps this time. What he's going to go for, he's going to go for a bit of a Hail Mary here. He's going to charge you through the barricade because we love that spot in wrestling now, don't we? So it's a power roll again for Wayne. No momentum. He doesn't do damage either because it's not greater than 9. So use it through the barrier. Gets momentum from it though, but it's now back to James Rage here. So in through the barricade, both of us are here. What happens next?
He gets up first. He goes back over, standing on the ring steps, taunting. Come over, kick his leg out, and go for a curb stomp.
On concrete as well, no less. This is in the arena. Okay, this will be a real roll.
Preferably onto the steps. So
you're gonna go for the steps. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a real roll. You have momentum to spend. You have four days spent.
Let's just kill this brick already. Kira's got to sleep.
She's waiting for a match. It's fine. So you're going for a +5 roll altogether, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. So +5 roll on this. That is successful. It gets across the line. If you roll a 6, he's out. It's 5. Oh, he's hanging on by a thread. He's got 1 health left. So what he's going to do is he's going to be a bit of a dick here and get up at 6. He's going to get up early. And he's going to go, I'm not going away that easily. And like Rate's going, okay. So like, there's a look between the two. Is like, I thought that was the fit. Okay, fair enough. So he gets one more spot in basically. And what it is, it's another one of his discus elbows. So he's going to go, fuck, I'm going to go for it again. Let's see if he hits it. And he spends a +1 to do it. But you reverse it, James Rage.
Okay.
The spot goes to you. What do you want to do?
So preferably that would be up the ramp.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, that's fine.
So he goes for it. I duck. He ends up the other side of me. I want to boot him in the gut as he comes back, snatch him into the front face lock, and walk with it wrenched in.
Oh. Oh, I like it. Okay, so you do have momentum from the previous one, so you have a +1 to work with the reel, so it's a +2 overall. Give us a roll. Let's see if it pays off. It does. Take it home, Jamie. We got this. So customary roll to spend to inflict damage, and you should have him.
Oh.
Boom. He is out. So this is the finish of the match. Talk us through.
I drag him to the stage.
Yep.
Preferably having gotten as close as possible beforehand. I walk over and I stomp out the hole that Connor Locke dropped through earlier. And as he's limp dangling in the hole, I just release him. Literally Muhammad Hassan the brick.
I love it. And we get a camera. We get the count 1, 2, 3, all the way down to 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ring the bell. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this contest, James Rage. Well, folks, that is one of the most violent and aggressive matches we've seen here in Future Wrestling. But James Rage has done exactly what he's wanted to do, and he has eliminated Wayne Kyle. Obviously, it has repercussions for Casey Cole later on tonight, but as we know, it's not really an impact on her. But for Wayne Kyle, it's very much a nail in the coffin in a sense. For James Rage, it's just another victim. Nail in his coffin, Amy, is what I meant to say.
It's gonna affect Casey Cole tonight, even though it has no repercussions to her.
It doesn't have any repercussions, really, like, you know.
So you've kind of contradicted yourself on that one.
I have played myself there. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
that was a bold strategy, Cotton. It did not work out.
It's like when I said, like, start a sentence. Okay, no, we actually dropped this one. Never mind. roll back on that.
You know what? I really like that. Roll the dice.
6. I'll do it again. There you go. 8. That's close enough. So, James Rage, talk us through the afters here.
We'll never let that go.
No, don't. So.
Yeah, so I'm standing. Midas comes out with the rest of them. I get a towel. I wipe. Was I bleeding?
No, you weren't actually. You didn't get cut. No.
Grant, I wipe any of his blood off me.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Never mind. No towel spot then. Yeah, the lads all just come out. We basically just looked out of the hole and sort of a good riddance. Yeah, actually.
Oh.
Would there be an option to pull on a t-shirt and take up seats around ringside with Midas and the entire house of Midas to watch the main event?
I'm sure you can. We have the Inferno match in between, so yeah, you'll have a bit of cool down.
Oh shit!
Period. Yeah, so that works.
Mind.
Yeah. No, that works out perfectly. Yeah.
I smell shenanigans.
Oh, let's see.
Not to get involved. Just I get the winner.
I didn't say from you.
All right. He was going. I
love how both me and Kira are like.
It was like, I was not expecting this.
Does it make sense for him to sit ringside to look at this?
Yeah.
What about them?
Both Amy and Kira now need to
team.
consult.
This is a teaching experience.
Yes.
It's just Midas' fault.
Yeah.
Do you know what,
Never
James
mind.
Rage?
We leave.
You know what, James Rage? We have 2 seats for you. For you and Midas to sit ringside because you have a reason to watch this.
Yes. That's
Don't
fair.
listen to the rest of the roster.
Don't mind them, Jamie. They all think you're great. They were shouting blue words.
I was saying the words.
So with that, then we cut the commercial and move on to our next match. And we go back to the arena. Then, as you can see, the ring is kind of seems to be getting this kind of like metal bar installed on the side of each one, and the commentators are going, well, it's already been a busy night of some unusual and chaotic action here at the show, but this is perhaps the strangest match we're going to have for quite some time here. This is an Inferno match, a match that, as the name implies, is going to engulf the ring in flames. It's something that we thought we'd never see here in Future Wrestling by all accounts, but as you can see, some of the fans here are relishing what is to come for sure. But for a lot of people backstage, they are certainly concerned that this could be the end of one of the competitors involved. Cutter, the reigning future national champion, of course, stands at a nearly 7 foot tall and is going against the former general manager, Kyle Decker. And to say that there's a size disparity would be an understatement. It's going to be certainly a view of concern for many people watching backstage to see how this match goes. And we go from there and we go straight into the entrances. So first up is going to be I love that. So first up then is the entrance music of the defending champion. We get the ring announcer going.
Fucking Decker jobbing me out. Fucking the champion entrant first. What the fuck?
We do things differently here in Future Wrestling.
Fuck.
You're about to get jobbed out. That's what you're about to do.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, fucking hell. Preempting the match.
Yeah, absolutely. So
he's going for the Cody Rhodes entrance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of setup on my entrances, so you have to go last. That's how it works.
It's betting now his entrances start. Adrenaline in my soul.
Gonna get set fire on my balls. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, this next match is an Inferno match, and it is for the Future Wrestling National Championship. Introducing first. And we go from there, and the music plays in. So, Dennis, talk us through your entrance. What's going on here?
Some music hits. I want very Kane like big wall of fire to come up over the entrance and stay going up, and Cutter makes his entrance walking through the fire out, and very hyped up, kind of comes down. Seriousness as well, gets into the ring, and obviously it's not on fire yet. So gets into the ring, just kind of takes a moment, looks around, deep breath in. He's not fobbing this one off. He's gonna try and relish it, but he also knows there's literal fire in place. So so he takes a position and waits.
The commentator will jump onto that point going, well, you can see the tension in Cutter's face there, even though he's been relishing this chance to get some measure of revenge on the person he feels has been suppressing him this entire time in Future Wrestling. You can already tell that the risk is there. This ring is going to be engulfed in flames, and the way to win this match is to essentially put your opponent in that ring of fire. It's not pleasant. It's not intended to be pleasant, and Cutter knows that very well. He has to get the job done tonight, regardless of whatever advantage he may have over his opponent. So the music plays down from there, and we essentially get a kind of a view of Decker walking backstage, and there's kind of people kind of chattering around as he's walking towards Gorilla, and kind of everything's kind of going silent as everyone's kind of watching him go by. So it's a case where the camera kind of follows him up to the Gorilla until there's the curtain, everything's dead silent. He just kind of turns around and looks at kind of people, almost like for the last time, and then walks through the curtain, and we get his entrance from there. So his music plays, and again, kind of going with a similar theme to what Cutter had for his thing. There's a bit of fire involved. It's kind of just a kind of line of fire in a sense, but the lights have kind of gone out, and there is a kind of a spotlight there. So that's where Decker appears, and essentially this kind of like
adrenaline in my soul.
How did you know I was going for the neck tattoo? Anyway, so so what happens from there is it kind of looks like he's kind of covered in whatever kind of gear he's got on, his kind of overcoat and so forth is kind of covered in this kind of black dust, and it basically gets blown away to kind of reveal himself as in his normal gear, and he'll just kind of go straight to the ring. Basically, there's no interaction with the crowd whatsoever. There's a kind of little perimeter around the ring to kind of check the ring, check the bar, and he's going to enter the ring pretty much and look at you square in the eye, and we go from there. The ring announcer then does his stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first the challenger, weighing in at 207 pounds from Neo Kobe City, Kyle Decker, and his opponent, the reigning future national champion, weighing in at 381 pounds from parts unknown, Cutter.
Proposal for the start here that we meet in the middle of the ring for a bit of a stare off, and have the flames kick off while we stare and then separate. We can do kind of a circle then.
Yeah, so as that's happening, we kind of hear a kind of kick in of some kind of music playing, and we'll just voice in.
Oh, now. Who's fucking with me now?
So we hear kind of this kind of like special music just used for the Inferno match, but as this comes down, we get a bit of kind of lighting. The crowd, their light kind of goes down and kind of focus on the ring mostly to obviously accentuate the flames. As that's happening, we see obviously someone kind of holding a kind of a torch essentially to start the fire, and as that's happening, we see Rob Midas come down.
Oh no!
So he comes down and he started talking through things, and he's basically trying to argue the toss with whoever has the pyro stick, and he's going like, no, this is not happening. He goes to ringside, he kind of looks at the two men and just goes, what are you doing? Just stop, this is not going to work, whatever it is. He's arguing to basically to both of you to stop this thing from happening. You're not looking at him, I presume. You're kind of keeping eye contact with me, and I can hear him, but I'm not kind of phased by it. So it is until he kind of gets to the apron, and I end up kind of like snapping the rope, so then he loses his grip on it. So he's going, what the hell are you doing? Well, I grab the fire stick, the pyro. As then you kind of look at it, we both look at the fire, and I set the ring myself. So then the fire forms around the ring, and we get the match underway. And Midas is stuck at ringside from there. So
stay in the ringside, okay?
Yeah,
right.
Stay in the ringside. Yeah,
that definitely won't bite me in the ass. Fuck's sake.
Certainly not. So, Dennis, this is our match. The bell is rung. We have 11 spots for this match, so let's get this show on the road. Whoop. 8, 5. You take the first spot.
Okay, nothing too crazy. I want us just kind of feeling each other out here. We'll just we're little walk around. Obviously, we're both kind of reacting to the heat from the flames as well, so it's not a big wide walk around, and all that. But what I want is, let me think.
Fuck up, Amy.
Okay. It's going to be a little fake out one. This isn't really, I suppose this may or may not count as a spot, but I want to kind of involve both of us. So it's going to be a fast little one where we're going to kind of do our circle up. I'm going to go for a clothesline. You're going to duck it as if you were going to hit the ropes, but then you like stop yourself kind of midway. At which point I want you to back into me. And basically I'll hit, sorry, this is a bit convoluted. So that's what's happening there. I'm going to hit you a club in the back. You're going to turn around. I'm going to act as if I'm whipping you. You're going to reverse it. And basically, I'm going to do the exact same thing you just did. Where you're going to reverse whip. So it's just kind of...
You're trying to actually sell the fire a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
so we're both doing the same thing. I don't know if that counts as a spot or not, but
it does.
Wanted to
no,
do
it does. It does. I'll treat it as a look roll. It's a straight roll for you, Cutter, and if you fail the roll, I can take advantage of it. So we'll go from there and see what happens.
6.
It's a straight roll. So yeah, no, I'm okay with that. So can I?
There's no damage to anybody. It's just
it's a multiple muchness. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's just selling the position. So we'll take a draw on that spot and go from there. So Dennis, give us your next roll.
Okay. Oh, 7.
7, 9. So
I need to fucking lower my contrast. Hold on.
So what I'm going to do here is, and so again, we're kind of selling the fire a little bit here. So we're kind of like, again, cagey of what we can and can't do in the ring.
Yes.
So I'm kind of thinking on my feet here a little bit, and I'm just going to simply try and get you down to well, what I'd like to do is I'm going to work on that a little bit. So again, I'm going to try and whip you into the ropes, and you're going to resist. And essentially what I'm going to do is you're going to overpower and then try and whip me into ropes. I do hit the ropes, again, avoiding the fire.
Okay.
So yeah. Like I'm expecting there is a perimeter to it. It's kind of favoring the.
I'm imagining that it's going to have to be somebody like a fire. Just hitting it might singe you, but it's not going to set you on fire. You're going to have to be held on it. Exactly.
Like the actual bar is apron rather than rope. So there is that kind of distance. But yeah, as you said, like it depends on where you are. So yeah, I will basically hit the ropes and kind of crisscross and hit you with a chop block, which hopefully takes you down to a vertical base. So I'll treat it as a work roll. And as you can see, unsuccessful. So Dennis, you get to reverse that. So I'm going to run the ropes. You can take advantage from there if you want to.
Do I need to roll for it? Yeah.
Call your spot first and see what you do. See what you need to do. First.
So sorry, you've gone to whip me the ropes. Have you hit the ropes?
I've hit the ropes. I'm bouncing back now. I'm trying to go with the chop block, but you're going to reverse it.
Yeah, old reliable, just fucking big boot.
Right?
Look. Hold on. No. Sorry. If you're going up for, are you going for a chop block to the back of my leg, or are you going for like a flying front chop?
No, I was going to go for the back leg. I kind of crisscross to try and discombobulate you.
Back leg. All right, here's a unique one, right? I'm going to let you go for it. I'm going to step out of the way so you'll miss it.
Yeah.
I'll just step around and a big punt kick in the head.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna treat that as a real roll, -1. You're going for kick
Oh,
head.
fuck. I need to keep away from the real shit. 9.
It's
Not
still
too bad.
successful. So
8.
yeah, boot the head works successfully. So good stuff there. You get your momentum out of it. So let's see who gets the next spot then, Dennis.
Oh shit, yeah, okay. Oh yes. Okay, that's good. 11.
Well, that's very good. 11 beats my 6. So you take the next spot.
All right. Nice and early. I'm going to pick you up. It's gonna look like I'm going to kind of drag you over to put your fucking head on the ropes.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna like elbow back.
Yeah.
And basically what's gonna result in me doing is you're gonna elbow back, bring me back. I'm gonna kitchen sink you and just get you and fuck you by the head over the top. You're gonna go over.
Go over. Yeah.
Out to the outside.
Grant. Okay then.
One way to get him over.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. So anyway, I'm getting over anyway, that's for sure. So that's a that's a power roll +2.
Ooh, that's good. 8.
That is good. So I do go over the top, if you pardon the pun, and you get your match objective out of that. So nicely done, Dennis. So, so as things stand, you're in the ring and I'm out the ring. So, and we go from there. Take a pause here. Pause for a 5-second pause.
Okay, I'm back.
Excellent. Right then. So, in that case, then let's give our next roll and see what happens next.
8.
I also roll 8, so go again.
Oh Jesus, 5.
And that's a 7 for me. So, so as things stand,
I knew what I wanted to do and all.
Yeah. So I'm currently outside the ring because I've been hurled over, so I'm standing there for quite a bit. You're kind of in the center of the ring again. The flames are around you, so it's not as if you can get out kind of.
I can't
easily
really get to you very handily, no.
No. So the way this is kind of working essentially is that Midas is kind of outside the ring, and again, he's you can hear him audibly pleading for this to stop. It's just going to end badly for one of us. Because bear in mind, like I'm not like kind of wearing any kind of protective stuff, like I'm wearing like pretty much just my normal kind of like wrestling gear. There's nothing else on essentially. So. So it's not as if I'm fucking like protecting or anything like that. I'm completely ignoring him essentially. I'm focusing on you. So and kind of focusing on the fire as well. So I'm just going to go for a bit of a taunt here. I'm going to say to you, bring it on, you little bitch, and taunt you to come out of the ring. Just pretty simple, just like taunt to get you out of the ring. Essentially, that's all I'm going for. And I'll treat it to a luck roll basically, and see if it works. And if it doesn't, you'll take advantage of it. And that's a straight roll. So I'll leave it to you, Dennis. Which way you want to do this?
Wait, were you successful?
It's middling. So it's a case like you can seize advantage from it and take momentum.
I mean, I had something to do after. I was going to let you get your taunt in, of like get reactions or get your taunt in. Ideally, what I'd like to do is for you to taunt, and again, you can stop me because I don't know what the plans are here, but I'd like Midas to come up to you, and kind of plead with you again because now you're outside. He can have a little pleading with you, but that takes your eyes off for a second. I want to take off fucking suicide dive over the fucking top onto both of you.
Oh, I like that. Yes. I know the exact spot you're thinking of as well.
It's going to go bad because Cutter is fucking 7 foot and he has to try fly.
Let's just say there's going to be a lot of stage hands all of a sudden. There's just a literal morph of interns appear all of a sudden for no reason.
Right.
Like, so yeah, let's see how that works. It'll be a luck roll, Cutter, straight roll.
Oh, I think that's successful. 10.
That is successful. Yes, you do vault over the top rope. So you do hit us out. So Midas avoids the confrontation, but obviously then like I can't take the full brunt of it along with whoever else.
I didn't get Midas, did I not? Fuck.
No, Midas pieced out the last second. Well, actually, it's not true. I'll add this little extra wrinkle to it. Decker pushes Midas out of the way.
Oh, you bitches! You're gonna fucking fuck me over. I know you're gonna.
And we go from there. So now both of us are outside the ring here now for this one. So let's see what happens next.
Oh, whatever it is, it's going to you. Fucking hell, 4.
You're absolutely right, Dennis.
Oh!
So, so what's going to happen here is I am going to go for double momentum, and what I'd like to do is obviously you're going to get like tons of replays about the dive because that's a serious spot and it's worthy of a bit of a replay there. A few gifts we've into that one, I think, fair to say. And so what I want you to do then is eventually feed me back up to my feet. And again, It looks like you're kind of going for the you're going to try and feed me into the fire, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm going to kind of single out of it and kind of like, kind of corner myself into the step, near the ring stairs.
Okay.
And again, you're going to go try and grab me into it. And I'm just going to go for a drop toe and hopefully bonk your head off the steps. All going well.
Okay.
And that's a work roll. That was critical.
Oh, okay. So you like busted my nose open or something.
So not only
Surely.
do I think okay, instead of the drop toe hold, because it was critical, we'll just go for that, like kind of like that shoot, like that proper drop key into the knee, and that makes you tumble in just because it's a critical as well. So
surely that's got to draw some blood or something from me.
Yeah,
no?
I think that'll bust a nose. I think that's a good way.
Like
to do it,
a critical like
nose.
that onto metal, it gotta.
Yeah. So that's an audience from me and double momentum as well. So that that was something. So we see that, and then the commentators go, well, I don't know if that was completely intentional for Decker, but Cutter looks like he's broken his nose there on the ring stairs. Not ideal in this kind of match. Again, bear in mind the stamina is going to be a big key here as well. The air is hot and heavy here. Now Cutter is struggling to breathe here. This could be difficult now for the 6'10" Giants. So Dennis, let's go from there and see what happens next.
Okay, that's better. 9.
Much better than my 6. So ring stairs, your nose looks pretty bad.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, obviously I'm reeling. Okay, so right. Here's my proposal. I want Decker to kind of recover himself a little bit. I'll be sitting down at my back to the stairs, obviously fucking bleeding or whatever. I want Decker to line me up and take off as if he's going to boot me.
Yeah.
But I'll move out of the way. So he'll have that moment of, oh, he missed and fucking hurt his leg. Yeah. Right? I want him to feed around to me, kick in the midsection. I'm going to power bomb him onto the steel steps.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Yeah, so you're trying to like, so you're in a seated position here. Am I right in saying? Are you kneeling?
That's where no. I was going to do it that I hit my face and I kind of feed back around onto my ass. So like I'm sitting at the steps. So I'll just kind of roll out as you come running, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I see. Right, you're doing it that way. Okay. I'll treat that as a luck roll because you're kind of actually no. I'll give you a power roll for the power bomb as well. So +2 on that. Yeah.
Wait. So do I have 2 rolls to do or 1?
No, just the one. Just a power roll for the bomb.
Fuck yes.
Oh, there's your critical back.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
There's your critical back. So yeah. So again, you roll out. So I don't know which way you want to do. Where I want to like tumble over the stairs, or do you want me to kind of stop? And that stop allows you to powerbomb me. Which way did you want to do it?
I'm gonna have you just kind of. You're gonna boot it, but it's not gonna take you over. You're just gonna kind of go, and kind of limp it around as I'm standing, and I'm gonna kick you into midsection from there and take you.
I'm going for the powerbomb. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. So again, because Midas is ringside, he's there just going, what the fuck is going on? Will the two of you just fucking stop? Like, he is just pleading for this but the both of us are just ignoring this kind of thing. And again, the commentators are going, that is a sickening impact on those steel steps. Bear in mind, you can see what happened to Cutter's nose there. That is genuine aluminium steel steps. They're not for the faint of heart, and certainly with an impact like that. We know about Decker's history of back injuries. That is certainly not going to help matters. And we go from there. So let's see who wins next.
Okay, I have a bit of an idea, so 8.
Beats my 6. So go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Again, as with most of mine, it takes a bit of setup. Right, so while you're selling on the ground, I want to get the steps, okay? And I'm going to essentially stack them, right?
Okay.
By the apron. even if I have to get more steps, what I want to do is bring it up almost to apron height.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to get you, bring you
Mhm.
up on top of them with me. I want to suplex you over the top rope into the ring.
Mm.
Both of us kind of fall in over the fire.
Rebounding over. Yeah. I get that. Okay, I have to treat that as a look roll then, because you're going for a kind of another kind of spot there, because the fire is going to come up and try and catch us in a sense, like how you usually do in the Argent so you get that kind of that effect then. So that's a look roll for that.
9.
9, you do get it. So we're back in the ring then in that case. Interesting, right? So we're back in the ring for this again. Midas is going. So it's almost like it's out of his control now. But however, so we still have a couple of spots left. Let's see what happens next.
I just got 4, so it's yours.
You did get 4. I got double your roll, so I got 8. So yeah, quite simply. So you're going with so the bows are back in the ring basically. We're both going to take corners. And
this is easy for you to start taking advantage, because you could just say that I'm selling on the ground as well because I took the fucking bump in.
You did ring your rebound into the ring.
So like that's the whole point, is we're both down, so you can just take advantage from here.
Yeah, that's fair. So I think it's both of us will kind of thing where we're both kind of wrestling, and it's whoever gets up first. So it looks like you've gone up first. You're gonna feed back up for something, but I'm just gonna lock you in for a hammerlock DDT. So
okay.
That's a work roll. And that work roll just about works, as a matter of fact. So I do get the momentum out of it. Close call, but I do get it. So I'm lucky to be successful, and we go to our next roll.
7.
I roll 7 as well. We go again.
Oh, Jesus, 5.
8.
All yours.
All mine indeed. So again, I want you to start coming up then from the hammerlock DDT. And again, I'm gonna keep sticking with the work stuff here. So I am going to so you're going to be feeding up from there. So what I'd like to do is, again, I want to keep you on the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab your legs, hopefully eventually turn you around, and I'm going to go for a big ass cloverleaf to work over the back.
Oh, okay.
But I'm working. Let's see how this work roll goes though, because I'm kind of leading something into it. It is successful. So what I'm doing with the work roll is, right. So this successful roll for me, what I'm doing is kind of counterintuitive in a way. I have the cloverleaf.
Yeah, I can't top out.
No, but what I'm
wondering
doing is
where you're going, where I'm thinking you're going. Yeah,
I am dragging you to. I'm walking back towards the fire. So it's because you're long enough as well. You actually are kind of like, no, you're not at the fire. You're close to it. You can literally feel the heat.
Okay.
So then you kind of get the shot of where you're starting to kind of push against the ropes in a sense to try and get away from the fire. So I'm not going for that fire just yet, because again we have to finish still to come. But that's just a sign of things to come, let's say. So that's the way I'm going with that. So you'll power out from there and basically get a separation and go from there.
Okay.
So let's see who wins the next spot.
It's 7.
And that's a 5. So you do win the next spot, Dennis. Take it away.
Okay. Do you just release the cloverleaf, or I power out of it?
You power it out, so we have a separation here.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is power out. I want you to kind of feed off a little bit away from me, just kind of stumble away. I'll get up. I want you to just come running at me. I'm going to hit you with a big black hole slam.
Black hole slam, grand.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. Look roll then for that then. So
what fucking look rolls?
Yeah,
fucking killing me. 7.
You got it either way.
Okay.
Got the look roll. So momentum successful, and this is now the last stop before the finish. Last bit of momentum in the game.
Fuck. 6.
6, 4. Dennis, if you can catch your breath there.
Okay. This is building into the finish, yeah? Right.
Yeah.
So, with a view to setting it up. Okay. Can you remember what's Decker's finish?
He has a submission finish, which is basically it starts off as a Romero stretch, but it actually just ends halfway through and it's just on the pull arm. So I wouldn't be able to do it on you essentially.
Okay.
So it's I suppose my pseudo finish would have been the hammerlock DDT I hit earlier on. So
Right. What I wanted to do here is, yeah, much like you did with me in the submission, I'm going to lock in the kata hajime on you. So you're down selling. I'm going to wait for you to just feed up a little bit to my bag. I'm going to lock it on because one of your arms is outstretched. I want that to be real close to the fire.
You do the same. Yeah.
Same thing, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. Right now that is your finish. So it'll be a straight roll unless you devote some momentum to it.
No, I'm not, because it's not actually my finish.
Yeah.
Do
Okay.
you know
right.
what I mean? I'm not using it as a finish.
Oh, you're not. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
No,
fair enough.
I'm not using it as my finish in this match.
Yeah. Grant, that's just a straight roll for yourself.
So that's 9.
Not 9, and you do get a momentum out of it. So as things stand, am I right? So as things stand, you have me locked in the kata hajime. I'm close to the fire. Am I right to saying that? That's how we're.
Yeah. So yeah. Your hand is at least close to the fire.
Okay.
Because
right.
you know the way it's locked, transmission. So
Yeah,
you have one arm extended up, so that's out close.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Okay, grand. And that's how this finish is going to play out essentially. So in that case, Dennis, you're in the ascendancy. So talk us through what you want to do for your finish.
My will, as I said, would be I'm not using that move at all. What I want to do is actually kind of show a bit of your grit.
Okay.
And what you're going to do is you're going to grab the fire, the rope.
Yeah.
And essentially use that to force a break, even though I know there's no rules, but essentially you're forcing a break even though it's burning, but you're not going to be set on fire.
Yeah.
It's just kind of showing, you're tough or whatever. So
you could see that potentially and go, what the fuck?
Exactly. That's kind of what I'm doing is I'm going like kind of in shock at you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to release it and I want you to almost like feed up onto your knees and I'm going to like whatever you want to say there. I want you to say something to me. I'm going to let you write that because it's your character.
Sure.
Right. And I'm essentially going to get you. I'm going to put you in a suplex position almost as if for Armageddon.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift you up.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hang you midsection first onto the fire. Until you go up in flames.
I like that. Okay. Right. Well, that we can make that work then. So you have me.
What's your problem?
My finish.
Do you not have to propose one here?
I do. So I'm just kind of reading back there to being in the kata hajime. So you, as you said, you have me in the kata choke.
I'm not using it as a finish, so you can do whatever you want there. I don't mind.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So if you're doing it that way, I have my arm free. Now you do have the busted nose, so I'm probably going to use that to my advantage and just kind of claw at your face. That will release the pressure.
Yeah.
And what I'll do is I'll transition into a triangle choke basically and go for a choke from that point.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll work. If it does, obviously, this is depending on the finish, it'll have you just kind of down in the ring. And essentially, what I'm doing is I'm telling Midas to give me that the stick, and just like he's whatever he's kind of holding. He's just like I'll just kind of grab it off him essentially, because it's like he's there kind of like going, what the fuck's going on? Grab it off him, and I essentially like we'll set the stick on fire and go, you made us do this. And I'll basically point the fire at your back, because I think you wear like a black cutoff, don't you?
Yeah, like a sleeveless shirt.
Yes.
Yeah,
so I'll set fire to that then, and that'll be the finish.
Okay.
So you're kind of choked out, and I'm setting fire to the shirt essentially, and that'll count as the Inferno. So that's the finish I want to go for, and that's the finish you want to go for. So let's talk momentum then. I have 6 momentum. Cutter, you have 9. So there's a 3 in the difference. I'm obviously going to spend my 6. You're spending your 9, I presume.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what happens. I'll set the pace then.
Are you going to tell me? Oh, fuck off! Fuck.
Beat that.
What do I need to beat that?
Dennis, it's an 18 to beat.
A fucking
9,
12. You need a 12.
9 or higher. 9 to match, 10 to beat.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hurry up, that fuck.
I'm gonna do it without looking. Hold on.
Did I just fucking call the outcome
camera.
of this match?
What's the outcome?
He was going over from the start.
Not intentionally.
Hold on, I can't see in the camera.
Wait.
Wait. Move it.
It's a 10!
Yes!
You win it by 1. Oh, fantastic.
He just jizzed himself with how lucky he got there.
I seriously thought, I was actually in my head, I was like, it's okay. Connor can take the loss here. It's fine.
Yeah, you were rationalizing it.
I was, yeah.
I'm okay about it.
I was like, it's grand.
Honestly, I'm fine.
It's okay. Fucking hell.
So,
actually,
so
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of made so much peace with it. I was kind of hoping that I was gonna be it.
That is a good finish. Shit.
Yeah, I was kind of like, okay, I can go places with this.
So, right then. So in that case, then, Dennis, talk us through your finish again. Then one more time.
Yeah, but I'm going to need you to help out on this because I'm letting you have a bit of free reign here too. Okay. On what you're saying. So I want you to do the whole thing, kind of showing your determination and your kind of toughness.
Casey just burned himself.
And you're going to show that. I'm going to be like, what the fuck? Like, you're way tougher than I gave you credit for, or whatever, right? I'm almost going to give you a minute to feed up. It's almost Michael's Undertaker, you know, when he was on his knees kind of fucking taunting. That's kind of what is in my head. So I give it to you there to taunt, whatever way you want to taunt me.
Yeah. Is that okay? Let's see. I'm going to go for, mate, you can kill me off, but it's not going to change anything. You're still a piece of fucking shit.
Right. Good. Now that hasn't made me second guess what I'm doing at all, right? So I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna laugh, and as I'm doing, I'm gonna grab you up by the throat, and put you into the suplex position, hoist you up as if it looks like I'm gonna put you down. Instead, I dump you right onto the fire.
So what part of me is actually hitting the fire? Is it my back or is my
all here?
Okay.
You're literally, it's literally a top rope hang up.
Yeah.
But over the fire, if you know what I mean. So you're gonna stay there for like, I don't know, 10 seconds, and then you're gonna fucking
yeah. Okay, grand.
Flop out outside the ring on fire, where I'm presuming there's people with extinguishers to put you out.
Yeah, so it's kind of a case that like, so that happens. You see the visual of him actually like on like his kind of his chest on fire essentially, which is an interesting look. I'll be honest. I don't think it's going to catch on. But so when that happens, then obviously the Midas sees what's happening. He just goes, ring the fucking bell, and eventually we do. At that point, then that's when the marshals kind of come in to with a fire blanket and all that sort of stuff to put me out, and we get the ring announcer from there. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the Future Wrestling National Champion, Connor. So Dennis, post-match after, what have you got?
There's not much to it. I want Cutter to have the title in the ring, but I want him to almost be kind of looking down as one thing. I want him to kind of doubt about how far he's gone for personal beef, you know?
Yeah.
And that, like, you know, he's meant to be like a fucking enforcer guy, yet he's kind of harboring this thing, so I want him to kind of doubt himself a little bit and just be, you know, he'll hold up the title and do all that, but I don't want him over ecstatic celebrating or anything like that. And there's no post-match promo or anything like that.
Yeah, he's gone. And the commentators go, well, like I said, I think if anything, I can see a look of perhaps remorse, retraction on Cutter's face there. It's perhaps something that he felt like he wanted to do, but after seeing what we've just seen here at ringside, and again, if anyone, apologies if anyone feels uncomfortable seeing what we've seen just now. Either way, Cutter has won this match. He's still national champion, regardless of the circumstances. And as you can see here, the wake of destruction continues as the general manager is being carried to here at ringside. So yes. So are you taking your leave here from this point on? Yeah.
Yes, I will see you later, guys.
All right, Grant.
Bye.
Thank you, Dennis. So we go from there basically, and so when that happens, then we'll have to kind of.
I'm sorry, but who won that match? Because it's been completely overshadowed by Amber Heard losing in court right now.
She owes him $15 million.
Oh, it's amazing! I'm so happy.
This kind of leaves to kind of Decker being kind of tended to at ringside with whatever it is. So you can kind of see the kind of skin, whatever, kind of like it doesn't look too bad. So obviously the contact wasn't like fucking horrendous or anything like that, but you can see it's fucking raw. Is the best way to put it. Yeah. So like Midas is there kind of like just going, trying to shaking his head, just like annoyed at the whole situation, as if to say like, you know, this shouldn't have happened type of deal.
You could say that Cutter gave you the third degree.
Yes, that's very clever. I like that. Well done, Dave. Well done. That was clever. Thank you. So with that, then, like, so Midas there going, basically, well, like, you know, this should have had whatever it is. We have like a stretcher and all this sort of stuff there, but Decker basically stands up by himself, waves everything off, and like Midas is there trying to help him up, as in arm over the shoulder type of deal, and Decker just kind of pushes him away basically, and he walks off by himself, and we cut to commercial on that. So with that, then the commentators go, well, folks, it's been a hell of a night, but it's not over yet, because it's time now for our main event, a rematch of the season, that has to be said, between Violet Storm and Casey Cole. Violet Storm walked into Darkside as a formidable world champion, defeating all upcomers until Casey Cole arrived. And as we've mentioned ad nauseum at this stage, in controversial circumstances, whether it be verbal or whatever, caused a submission and essentially won the World Championship of Violet Storm. So Casey Cole has defended the championship since then, but it's now time for the rematch. We've heard the thoughts of both competitors going in. This looks like very much a personal score to settle between two competitors looking for that respect from each other, and it looks like either one could win this one. It's very much a pick-em here. So let's cut the ringside now to see this match play out. It's time for our main event of Red Alert. You know, there we have a promo package to fill the air, and then we get the ring announcer from here. Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is your main event of the evening, and it is for the Future Wrestling World Championship. So out first comes the theme music of Violet Storm. So Kira, talk us through your entrance. What's going on here?
Violet's got a game face on again. Very much focused on the match. So it heads into the ring and waits for our case to match.
Yep, and again the commentator's going, well, like I said, Violet Storm has been no thrills since she lost that World Championship, and you can understand why. It is her. She seems like she needs to get that championship back to prove that it wasn't just a flash in the pan. Of course, we know it wasn't, but for Violet Storm, that is her mentality, that is her psychology, and it is whatever she's going to do, whatever it takes to win that championship back. And you can't blame her on that sense after the way she lost it, but this is the ideal chance to win it back. As you see at ringside, those two men right there, James Rage and Rob Miles, watching alongside. Whoever wins this match faces that man right there on the right hand side, James Rage, at our season finale downfall. The stakes do not get higher than this from all three of these competitors. So we've cut the music from there, and we hear the music then of the defending world champion, Casey Cole. Amy, take away.
So she's going to stand down on the side, and she's actually for once going to take it in. She's just going to kind of actually look out over the crowd, realize, okay, this is actually a little bit of something, and then she'll walk down to the ring. She's going to circle the ring in a sense, just kind of give a nod to Midas, an acknowledgement to James, and then get into the ring.
Yeah, that's fair. And again, the commentators will kind of fill the blanks there by saying, well, at least you forget it was Rob Midas who essentially guided Casey Cole to championship gold as his signature, as it were. And it was thanks to essentially that win against James Rage that propelled Casey Cole into that championship conversation. Rage knows that all too well and is hoping to avenge that win depending on how this match goes. If Casey Cole retains or Violet Storm wins, James Rage wants to get that monkey off his back, that world championship. But it's all about this match between these two competitors. We know the story from Dark Side. We know the background between it. It all now comes down to this between two of the best competitors on the roster. So we go from there and we get our ring announcements. Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the Future Wrestling World Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 190 pounds from Dublin, Ireland, Violet Storm. And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending Future Wrestling World Champion, weighing in at 189 pounds from Tombstone, USA, Casey Cole. We get the crowd receptions. The referee does the ceremonial transfer of the title. Everyone has a look at it. And we get the bell ring from here. Guys, this is our main event of Red Alert. You have 12 spots to work with.
Me and Kira will be asleep by 5.
That's the spirit.
The two of us are actually, I feel really bad because we were yawning and I was yawning an awful lot during James's match and I didn't mean it. It's just, I'm really tired. I think I saw Kira, it was like, fall asleep. The two of us have agreed from now on, we're not going last.
that cup
Mega
is
point of coffee.
Oh, just for this match.
Mega point.
So guys, this is your first spot of the match. Give us your first roll. Let's see who gets the first dibs.
I also like to point out we're also not the only ones who are tired because crowd perceptions.
Yes. My language center does break down at a certain time of night. 4. Okay, so Casey, you take the first roll here. So what would you like to do?
So I want to keep this as old school wrestling as possible.
Oh, okay.
And sorry, I say old school wrestling, just as wrestling.
Traditional wrestling. Yeah.
Wrestling.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I want us to shake hands and then go into a lockup.
Right. Okay, interesting. Okay, so that's a work roll. I'm also going to give you a babyface move on that. So that'll boost your work stats. So go on that. Yeah, that's fine. You get your momentum out of it. So babyface move from Casey Cole there. So again, that was a +2 on top of that. So there we go. Give us your next roll, lads.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. 7, 5. So Casey, you get this roll again.
So get into the tie up on that one. Get her into get the wrist lock on behind the back, and kind of kick one of the knees down. So kind of get her down onto at least one knee.
Sure.
To kind of try and put the pressure on. We're both. I am correct in saying that we are actually both short competitors, aren't we?
Yeah. I think Casey does have a height advantage on Violet Storm though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, okay. So just I can't remember how tall I said because I know I had Selena as quite tall.
Yeah. That's fair.
So so I have her. So get it into the wrist lock of this one, get the knee down, just to kind of put a bit more pressure, basically onto the arm to try and weaken it down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Is what I'm going for.
Grant, I'll treat it as a work roll. Oh, okay. Because it's a -1, that actually switches to Violet. So you have there in that kind of arm position there, but Violet Storm can reverse this. So
okay,
what do you want to do here, Kira? So
reverse it, I would imagine.
that would be ideal, yes. I know. I'm seeing what the reversal is, Amy.
It was just like, it's just where you went, this gives Violet a chance to reverse this. What do you want to do? Well, reverse it, Jonathan.
Would I be able to reverse by going for a hip toss?
Hip toss. Okay, that's a work roll for you. +2. And that is successful. You get your momentum out of it. So first bit of momentum in this match goes to Violet Storm, or her first bit of momentum rather. So girls, give us your next roll.
Get my phone. Why would you put down my phone? I don't need.
And that is a 7 and a 9. So Casey, you take Stroll again.
So had me in a hip toss. So 2 of us have broken apart on this one.
Mm-hmm.
2 of us kind of standing up, parting ways.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a nod, bit of a smirk at each other, being like, okay, all right, this is fun. We're doing this.
Yeah.
So what I want Casey then to do on this one is go for the lock up again, but pull at this one. So we're running the ropes and try and hit her with a clothesline to get her down.
I'm going to get her down. Right. I'm going to treat that again as a luck roll, or work roll rather. So -1.
Still work.
And that is successful. She do clothesline her, and we go to our next spot from there. So roll again, please. That's a 10, 7. So Violet Storm, you've just taken a clothesline. How do you respond?
Okay. So instead of getting all the way back up, I'll go for a sweep the legs.
Yeah.
And go to get her into an armbar.
Armbar, right. That is a work roll with that then, +2.
Oh shit.
Oh my god,
broke
critical.
my arm.
Holy shit, indeed. Holy shit, indeed.
We've an issue here. She's after breaking the arm. In a match
Not
stoppage,
intentionally.
the title doesn't change. So well done on ruining the main event there, Kira.
My fucking dice.
Well,
that is literally an arm break. Like,
well, how about this then, right?
Yeah,
how about
no.
we do it? How about we do it this way, where like you do the armbar, like obviously something kind of happens, and like obviously Casey starts like selling that kind of arm injury. You have a weak point then essentially for the rest of the match.
I don't think I'm selling. I don't think I.
No,
actually
you're probably
have to
not.
sell
That's the
it.
thing. You are probably not.
I fully believe at this one she's broken the arm.
It's an armbar.
Yes.
But regardless whether like it's an actual break, technically
it's a critical.
Yeah, lost.
Yeah.
With a +2.
With a +2, yeah.
The title will change.
So Casey, you're snookered here. You're like, unless you like, I don't think you can answer that because the Tyson's kicked you out of touch. You're in an armbar, so it looks fucking pretty fatal from that point on. So, which way do you want to play this, Casey?
You're
snookered.
Do
we want to see if I can attempt to do a roll dice to see if something will happen?
Like, I can only ask for a critical.
Yeah,
like,
because you have to try because it is still.
It is still the rule. So if you can give me a critical. Oh no! Oh, she's gone. She's out. Oh, I don't believe it.
So much for 12 fucking spots.
When I said I wanted to sleep, I didn't mean like.
Aren't you lucky it wasn't a sleeper?
I'm not drinking so much fucking coffee so I can stay awake.
You drink too
don't
much
need that
coffee. This is
now.
what happens when Violet Storm is caffeinated. She starts breaking limbs.
But I did do it to. Which one of them did I do it to before? Because you or Cal. The fucking one of them.
Separated Titus' shoulder again.
Who hasn't separated fucking Cutter shorts? Who hasn't injured Cutter at least once?
In fairness.
Well, not Cutter, Titus. But anyway.
I think I injured Cutter. I did.
Yeah, you did.
A paddle pool. Sorry, a baptismal font.
Then Jamie just injured everybody.
Yeah. So right then, yeah. So Casey Colt. Well, Violet Storm, you have Casey Colt in the armbar here. Between the two of you, there's going to be a title change. So let's see this play out. What happens? What happens with this lock?
Well, Violet's reefing because she's not holding anything back. She looks like where Casey is.
Casey screaming.
Right. Okay. So are we saying there's like an actual like a proper injury has happened here, like a shoot injury or a finish? What way are we looking at this?
There's an injury here.
Okay,
I mean, I can't.
right.
I mean, a critical +2. There's an injury there.
Yeah. Okay. Right then. So we're presuming an arm break here. So perhaps we need to kind of like talk to. So actually, Foxy being the referee here, you might kind of have the input here. So we have that kind of yelp of pain. We have whatever it is. It seems that we do have an injury in play here. So perhaps, Casey, do you come out of it? Violet, do you let go? What way is it playing out? Because we have it seems like we have a decision here. So what's going to happen next? So Violet, are you looking? So when you hear the kind of the pain, do you actually let go of the hold, or is Casey tapping out? Which way do you want to play this?
Well, with that kind of a scream, I'm assuming I'm letting go.
All right, fair enough. So Amy, do you want to go from there and see and play what happens in that sense?
So letting go with this one. Casey's just going to kind of retreat, curl into a ball sort of thing, cradling the arm. Yeah. Ref is going to be coming over to check on, and then Midas is also going to be jumping the rail.
Okay.
The hay bale that we have on there to check and see what's going on. So have Rob then kind of talk, because GM, like acting GM.
Yeah.
So have him chatting then to the referee then to give the final decision on the title.
On this. Yeah. So again, the referee then is gonna like kind of get that nod. Foxy, would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah. So basically, like we talk with like GM, like they're basically like discussing what's have to happen here, and basically the GM has to make a decision there for the sake of not only for the competitor, but like just for the sake of the promotion in general. And so chances are like this will be like a title change. So it's, I know like they want to keep like the safety of people at the forefront, but also like at the same time, if this is a really bad injury and it's clear noticeable kind of injury, then a decision needs to be made very quickly and go from there, basically.
All right, very well then. So obviously the conversation, like kind of Violet Storm is kind of like in the opposite corner, like kind of like trying to understand what's going on. I think it's obviously a good thing that's the case. So we have that situation happen. It goes from there. The referee kind of makes the call and tells the ring announcer, goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have to inform you that due to a referee, this match is over due to a referee stoppage, and by the referee's discretion, your winner by submission and the new future world champion, Violet Storm." So let's talk about the after then. So Violet Storm, you were awarded the future world championship. Casey Cole is obviously clutching her arm in the corner there. She's being looked at with everyone around, like the referee, the medics, the whole lot. James Rage is still at ringside, sitting away, looking at this all play out. Talk us through your feelings here. What's going on here?
Very kind of into your minds, like you don't want to win, but that way. You don't want to win through injury. So
James Rage disagrees.
James Rage is like, this is a normal day.
And that's why well, put it this way, not through an injury that I didn't want to inflict.
Yeah, I get that.
So happy to win. Not so happy that Casey's injured, but yeah.
So put us in the mind of Casey Coulter, Amy. How is she feeling after all this? So obviously she has a very serious arm injury. She must be devastated. Is that the kind of overarching feeling here in the ring?
She's currently as the medic that we managed to pay for at this show. Shockingly enough, they actually seem to know what they're doing. They put the face mask on my mouth as opposed to on my eyes.
They actually like you. That's why. They actually like you.
She's more or less kind of not arguing in a sense, but she's very frantically talking with Midas, which is progressively making him angry.
Because, well, we're inferring it's because you're trying to like kind of like argue your case, whatever it is. They know it's to compete, and Midas is going no.
Let's just say she's passed on some information, and Midas is not impressed with this, which actually will cause him to storm to the back.
Okay.
And then Casey will be brought out then by the medics then afterwards, and possibly the ref. So the ref and the medic are bringing her to the back.
Okay. All right then. So yeah, with that then the commentators go.
Can I add in one more thing?
You can certainly, yeah. You wanna
if Violet's left Casey be looked after first as she heads out and hops out of the ring, heads over to James Rage.
Spits in his face. You're next.
Violet style, offers a handshake.
James Rage spits in her face and screams.
What is with you and spitting, you freak?
To that point, I have politely been clapping and sort of like, congratulations. You held out the hand. I take the hand, I shake it.
Yeah, the commentators are filling the kind of blanks. Are going, well, obviously it's a sorry state what's happened to Casey Colt there, and we'll try and get an update on that injury of hers whenever we can. But obviously it's a sorry state for her, and sorry state for Rob Midas as well. Looks very, very concerned going to the back here, no doubt to get emergency services on the case. But right here at ringside is the news developing now for our season finale. Violet Storm and James Rage are officially now on a collision course for Downfall. This will be for the future World Championship. It'll be the last match of the season, a match that we've tentatively had a couple of times in the season, but no definitive winner thus far. But rest assured, this will now certainly be a decision regardless. For the World Championship at Downfall, the defending champion now, Violet Storm, will take on James Rage. That is the official line for Downfall. But folks, we are unfortunately out of time here at Red Alert. Again, we'll try and update you as best we can on the Casey Cole situation, and obviously everything else that's been happening tonight. You'll have to tune in for our next show on Future Wrestling to find out what happens next. But thank you very much for your time tonight, live on the VCR network, and we'll see you next week on Future Wrestling.
And that's a wrap, fellas.
Fucking sure it was. Did that feel like a long night or what?
Well, you were the one who was working 3 matches, hogging all the airtime.
I know. I'd rather be gassed out on live television than do whatever gimmicky shit you were up to.
Did the attitude era happen to everyone else but you, Jim?
Oh, it did. I just chose to ignore it.
Well, speak for yourself, pal. I'm buzzing after that match. Probably cut my life expectancy in half. Fuck it. I'll make for a good giffy.
Speaking of life expectancy, I think Jones lost a couple of years in that one. Quiet man tonight, Jones, aren't you?
Quiet? I'm fucked, pal. Jesus, I didn't think we'd be properly working that match the way we fucking did. Say what you want about that guy, but he's a crazy motherfucker doing spots like that. Now, I legit have to sit down, lads. Sorry.
No worries. We're not going out tonight then, no?
I think we could all do with a rest, Lock. It's been a long night.
Fair enough. Suppose it must be very tiring to have smashed up a bloke for 15 minutes straight.
To call myself restrained, not to shoot on that prick. I am mentally exhausted, if you will.
How was he like ring-wise? I've only worked him once, and he fancied himself a good bit, giving himself a few spots on the fly, you know?
Well, he had to get his shit in, but half of it didn't make sense, so I just no-sold him or ignored half of it. Was not in the mood for his shit tonight.
So unprofessional.
Fuck him. What's he gonna do? Write a complaint to my manager?
Right, lads, come on. Crack open those bottles. Reckon I'm very fucking dehydrated from the heat, so let's fill me up, eh?
Like a bottle or just a drip from your arm, mate?
Depends. What did you lads bring tonight? I've got some rum somewhere.
Brought the usual whiskey, seeing that you polished off the bottle the last time.
Well, I thought I'd be sound and bring a fresh bottle of Jaeger brew.
Is it meant to be separated like that?
Don't know. I'm a wrestler, Reggie, not a chemist.
Have we got no Cyrus tonight?
It doesn't look like it. Must have got another dinner date tonight with the Roses.
Probably. Celebrating his new strap by being told how great he is. It's his loss anyway.
Oh, pity. I bought us an extra jar just in case.
Jar of what? Homemade jam.
A jar of complaints about modern wrestling.
Shockingly enough, I have both of them, but left one at home. This is a very special brew from the Morris family distillery.
Alright. Is it your pat?
Pachine. With extra bits floating in it. Fucking kept this quiet, Morris, didn't you?
Ah, sure. It's a small venture between myself, the father-in-law, and the old bus driver called Moses. Doesn't say much, but he pulls spuds like no tomorrow.
Oh shit. Well then, should we get the music going, yeah?
I don't know what he's talking about pulling spuds, but I don't want to know. You're picking tonight, Jones. After all, you've got an after party to host next month, do you know?
Oh, don't fucking remind me. I'll tell you something though, it is going to be Limp Bizkit. You might as well accept it right now. It's going to be Limp Bizkit all the way. Worst thing Keith O'Neill ever done was to fuck off to Japan with his missus and leave me in charge of the parties. Again, Limp Bizkit, theme, everything. Red caps backwards. Fred Durst is the man.
Well, there was that one time he farted into someone's bag.
Yeah, but like that was funny. I should know, it was my bag.
So, does that mean we have 2 hours of karaoke to look forward to?
Fred Durst already told you. What do you think? But I can resist temptation, so hopefully not. I'm going to have to think of something, or I reckon I'm going to be jobbed out next season.
You know, good game of bingo always goes down well. At least when everyone's had a few. Maybe a pub quiz as well.
I sincerely hope you're joking.
It's depending on how fucked you are after this party.
To be fair, lads, we could do something to lighten the mood around here. Between Patrick Bateman fucking stinking up the place with Rose in his mouth stick, Decker and Midas being at each other's throats, the place felt like a lead fucking balloon today.
Yeah, in fairness, what was with that spot between Youngblood and Fox? Was he meant to sell it like death, or what? Is he just being a bitch?
I don't know, mate. There was something going on there. I just pieced out and left them at it. Had my own afters anyway. You lads ever change into a cloak while sweaty? Not fun, lads.
And then you had the title change. I thought your one had that all under wraps.
Fucking yeah! What's going on there? Was not expecting Annie to win. With an armbar as well. Looked like, looked really snug, but Jesus, I can't even tell if that's a shoot or not.
Wish I knew myself. But hey, at least I can enjoy next month's show with no politics at play.
The little fella didn't seem like himself at all, did he either?
Nah, he wasn't. We won't go into it now, pal, but yeah, shit's been going down. Might not be around at all next week.
For real? How come?
Sworn to secrecy, mate. All I can say is that that's the network.
How did you mention it? There was an awful lot of suits around today. More so than usual.
Maybe they were bricking it over our match. I know I was. Never doing that shit again.
Both live to tell the tale.
Nah, man, I've never been nervous for a match before, but I got seriously fucking nervous when it started. Didn't know about the spot where the lights, where he lights the bar himself, then the music played. Fuck, man. Fully admit, I got psyched out of it. Then the way he was looking at me, there was something seriously angry behind those eyes.
Sounds like he worked you, Jones.
Probably. I'm just glad it's done. Right. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Right. Seeing as I've brought something to the party, how about we give ourselves a little game to play?
Fucking hell, Jones. I think the old man here is after that after party gig.
If Jones doesn't get his shit together, he will. And it'll be just Morris boring the tits off us all with stories of his former glory.
Yeah, man, if I have to hear about Eileen one more time, I'll fucking lose it.
Fuck up, Lottie. Live Lane was a great night. You just wouldn't understand.
No shit, I wasn't born yet, you muppet.
Deuces. Anyway, seeing as that I bought the special brew tonight, I thought I'd share something else. An old Morris tradition handed down from generation to generation. We all sit around the table and have an old game of yarns.
Yarns. You're gonna teach us how to knit, Morris?
Hey, it's a good life skill to have, but no. The game's pretty simple. Everyone gets a glass, fill your drink up to the brim, and we all tell stories that are either true or false. Everyone has to get at it, guess at it, and if you get it wrong, you don't your drink of the storyteller.
Hey mate, it's called Two Truths, One Lie.
What? No, it's not. It's called yarns. Been in my family for decades.
Fairness. Drinking part is new. Makes it similar, but legally distinct.
Thank you, Jones. Why don't you start us off? Fill it up, lads.
Fuck shit. Let me think. I've got one. Have I ever told you the story about how I fucked up me push? Not the last one, the one every push.
Not fully, no. Was this when you stiffed Liam here when he was still new?
Hard feelings and all that?
Well, that was part of it, sure, but the real reason I've kept hidden until this day. And now that Morris is kayfabe divorced from Fat Daddy Rose, I can fucking spill the beans. So, like, this was about a month or so into the first season. I didn't realize Rose was a big executive in the network until he pulled me to one side and he said that he put in some good words and we, get you up the card.
Don't worry, Jones. You're not special. He says that to everyone.
Fuck you, cunt. Well, I didn't know at the time, did I, right? Anyway, so he tells me we're doing like a corporate gig in this fancy hotel in town. Like, I'm basically there to look cool, like get some sponsors signed up, and he promised me that I'd get a title run out of it. So there I am, new suit, bow tie, the works, right? I looked like if someone had ate James Bond. So the night goes on, I'm chatting to all these fucking normies who've got boring jobs like marketing or sales or whatever the fucking hell an actuator is.
I think you mean actuator there, pal. The only reason I know that's because my Kindle died and I ended up reading a fucking dictionary.
Unless he spent his night talking to a forklift.
Again, shut the fuck up, cunts. So, like, he was boring. Fuck. Anyway, at least the forklift sounds like a bit of crack, right? Anyway, I'm getting bored out of my tree and I'm drinking everything in sight. All right, the fruit punch, it hits me hard, right? Whatever was in it. So in my drunken state of mind, I see the gorgeous figure at the table, like, sitting by herself, big flowing white dress, black hair, much younger than everyone at this dinner, less facial hair than James Rage. That's always a plus. Beautiful woman at a function where everyone was either greying, bald or balding, or had facial hair like James Rage, right? So I think to myself, seems like she's my age. Always a good note in wrestling. So my age, I reckon I'm going to take a seat and we're going to have a chat. Anyway, I turn up the Jones charm, and just as we go in for a little peck, Fred Rose arrives and says, "What are you doing with my wife?"
Fucking
silly boy.
In fairness, right? I checked for a fucking ring and all, and she wasn't wearing one. Right, so yeah, Rose chewed me out of it, and I was escorted off the premises. 2 nights later, Lisa's drowning me in a marble painted paddling pool. So yeah, life in the mid card for me, boys.
You're a fucker. Well, you have my sympathies.
Falling bullshit.
Is this because I made fun of your facial hair?
You had me going for a minute there, but I don't believe for a second you were able to not only put on a bow tie, but keep it on for the night rather than 3 minutes. So, you're spinning yarns.
Yeah, now you've got the hang of it. I'll go with the Squire on this one.
Guess I'm outvoted, though.
Drink up, boys. I was for real. And look, even got the pictures to prove it.
Nice waistcoat.
Yeah, pass it round. Rage gets the last sip.
Oh, oh, that's strong.
Is it? I suppose so.
I haven't had one in a while.
Well, seeing J-Man fell for my little trap, why don't we have you go next?
Oh, yeah. I bet you have plenty of goss from being in Rose's pocket and Rose's pocket. And
Shut your fucking mouth or you're eating glass tonight. Right. Gonna go back a few years for this one, when I was still cage fighting.
Ah, yes. The lost era of James Rage. Cage fighting.
Or the shit years, as I used to call it. Along the same lines of what Jones was telling us, the cage fighting scene was shit, to be honest. Full of dirty money and scruffs looking to latch onto you and make a few quid off you. Of course, half of these shows don't get off the ground unless you beg to a sugar daddy of some sort to back it. So that's exactly what this promoter did. Got me and a couple of the boys to go to a meal. Didn't think much of it at the time until we saw where we were going. Black SUV pulls up to where we were training. Tinted windows, bulletproof panels, the work. Driver doesn't say a word to us at all until we pull up to the gates. And there we are. Patrick Collins' estate.
Would Whacker himself, huh? Fucking hell.
Yeah, as in
The boss of anything criminal in the country. Yep. The very same.
Fucking hell, he was only arrested recently, wasn't he?
That's right. They found him hiding out in Greece of all places. The guards have been trying to nail Whacker for years, for practically anything. Must have slipped up somewhere because he dodged them for a pretty long time.
Anyway, this is well before that. So he brings us in. We all sit around this table and he wines and dines us. As it turns out, he's a big fighting fan. Says he used to box himself back in the day. Before he went down the road he ended up going down. We weren't really able to speak to him all that much. We were told to just listen to him rattle on and nod and agree. It was sickening. He was telling us stories about everything. The man was at a level of insane that he made everything sound normal.
Probably because to him he is.
But come on, you can't twist a story about how your two kids run away from home because they found you at work in the kitchen getting answers out of a rat from another guy. I was pissed, properly pissed. When we got back to the gym, I pulled the promoter aside and said my piece. He didn't give a shit. He got his money, so the fight was going ahead. A couple of months later, the promoter says Whacker wants me to throw the fight because he bet on the other guy. I told him to fuck off. He squares up to me, so I lay him out. Didn't know at the time, but Whacker sent some boys to back up the prick in charge. So, fair to say, they didn't take too well to getting clocked either.
Fucking hell. You know, I remember Cyrus telling us all this years ago, and I thought it was just you going mental.
Oh, I was. I was sick of having to take a knee to these gangsters who were making money off our backs. We were getting nothing, unless you were one of them, which some of them were. I said, fuck that, I'm done. So next day, I give Simon a call and he starts showing me the ropes, if you pardon the pun.
and the rest, as they say, is history.
Aye. So when anyone says this place is a basket case, I always remember I came from an actual basket case where you've got drug money and guns trading places over your head. So, fair to say, this is a vast improvement.
Perspective's a funny thing, isn't it? Right, I'm going to be upfront here and say I believe it. But I can't believe you ever thought that facial hair was good.
No offense, pal, but you don't seem like a good liar, so I'm with Jones on this one.
8 for 3, lad. I've been reading about Wacker for years. No surprise to me that he's got his teeth sunk into boxing or MMA. I'm surprised he hasn't touched wrestling, to be honest.
Probably because he doesn't see it as real fighting, you know?
Fucking hackies.
Well, at least that's off my chest. Right. What happens if we tell the truth in this age-old game of yours, Morris?
Well, you down your own drink, obviously.
Shit. I put in an extra measure into fuck up Jones.
Down in one!
Ah, gotcha. I never wrestled Killer Delaney. The whole thing was bollocks.
Fuck you, you wrinkled aubergine. You made a fucking story so mind-numbingly simple and we fell for it. Cunt.
That's a shame. I was really hoping that you have an entrance on horseback.
Yeah. I knew you had a cowboy gimmick on one stage, but still.
Ah, Gunslinger Morris. It was a great little laugh, and the Yanks loved it. But no, never did any of that shit there. Now, lads, drink your medicine.
Jesus, that's fucking foul.
That's got a kick to it. Several kicks, actually. It's to the kidneys.
Fuck hell. I'll just put paint off my inside. I'll have a look.
Ah, I thought that dude's trick.
Fucking. No kidding, that's gone straight to my fucking head.
Yeah. I think you've just poisoned us, Jim.
What? These are lightweights to think that's strong. I'd have this for the morning, half the time.
Pal, I'll set you.
Yes. Seriously. Jesus, my fucking head is spinning. Am I dying? Are those my legs?
Probably. Anything you want added to your last will and test? Test it. Fuck it. What's your last words, Jones?
Best mate, flat fault. We're all feeding.
I'll order your taxis then, yeah?
You fucking won't. You're stingy as balls. You have to stick to your gimmick.
Like, this is the worst feeling I've ever had. And I legit set someone on fire tonight. And seriously, I don't know if these are my legs.
Do we all look at phones? I don't want to wake up in the morning and see my socials hijacked by whatever creature is living in that. Oh fuck. Hang on. I
Fucking lightweight.
I've been in wrestling for fucking years, taking shit bumps. This is how it ends. The best I could do is this. What a cruel way to fucking end it. Not even knowing if they're my fucking legs. And yet pricks like fucking Rob Midas can just walk in with legs and run a fucking show. Like, who the fuck even is Rob Midas with his legs? I've never heard of the cunt until he started fucking working here. Shit. I think I said too much. I didn't mean it.
Thank fuck. I thought it was the only one.
Hang on. What?
I have no clue who he is, mate. I'm glad someone said it, to be honest. I thought it was just me being thick and not being a fucking wrestling historian or something.
Hold on. Does anyone around this table know anything about Rob Midas guy?
I've been in the business nearly 30 years, lad, and I've never heard of anyone like that before working here. He's walking around the place like he's one of the boys. I just thought he was another network guy they parachuted in here, but sure. He knows all the lingo, and he's running the show, isn't he?
Certainly acts like he does.
J-Man. Jamie. Fuckface. Please, look, you have to know more than all of us about this guy.
Look at me. Our manager deal is purely kayfabe.
Wait, what?
You've been working us the whole time?
Well, yeah. It was Decker's call. He said that no one's to know about the turn at the dark side match. Me and Midas were never meant to wrestle. He paired us up together and told us to strictly keep the illusion up in front of everyone else.
So you're not actually pulling against Decker? Are you in the conspiracy or what?
I don't know anything about any fucking conspiracy. The only times I talk to Midas are here and nowhere else.
Then why is that gobshite Wayne pretending you're in his camp with the rest of the turncoats?
What the fuck should I know? I figure that Midas must be working them as well.
Lads, here, look, this is just fucking confusing.
Fucking right it is. J-Man, you're pulling a fucking rib on us here.
I'm doing nothing but telling the truth. I've never met that man before. I don't even know his shoot name.
Of course you do, it's... Fuck. I don't know it either.
Has anyone even asked him it?
I just know him as Rob Midas.
But here now, if he's working us and Wayne and presumably Rose, is he working Decker as well?
I have... Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Sounded like a glass being smashed.
Guys, quick, we need you out here right now.
Whoa, champ, calm down. Stone Cold's
Look
about
at the
to fucking walk
championship,
in.
Jones. There's a fight in the corridor in front of everyone. Can't separate them by myself. Get out here.
What? Who's fighting?
It's Wayne and Decker. Wayne said something and Decker's flipped the lid. You fucking come on. Someone's gonna get killed.
Oh shit.
Right, all of you up now.
Oh god. I can't stop shaking. Okay, come on, Elise. Please be awake. Please be awake.
Hey, you've reached Lisa's phone. She actually can't come to her phone right now because she's slightly... Give me that fucking phone now!
Shit. Lisa, come on, answer the phone, please.